Hey, close the door, close the door, close the door.
Yeah, that's just what it said.
I know y'all heard about that asshole up in Chicago, but you heard about these bad witches down here?
The lights that shine in darkness aren't always visible under the sun. Beware the tales told by the fire's keepers. Those who control the light often hide in their own shadows.
Yeah,
She's
transitioning, mic's on.
Hello, we are back.
Hello, welcome back, everybody.
And it's, oh my god, Hewitt.
This is bad audio. What is this, ASMR?
That's not, it's the opposite of ASMR. It's saying every bitch are. This motherfucker right here.
I just rolled a nat 20 for Little Debbie cake recipe.
Except for
Bunedict
pecan
is
spin wheel.
dead.
Nobody wants
Okay,
more pecan.
58 pounds of sugar.
So, last we left off,
7 sticks of butter.
20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago,
6 hours ago. 10,000
the
bajillion
group
seconds.
got back to Ouroboros and decided to try and make another plan of action. It seems like the party is pointing somewhere, but I'm not gonna spoil where, because I want y'all to kind of figure it out. But the party managed to get a full night's sleep. So that means you're officially level 9.
Yay, we level
And
9.
as you wake up, Bunedict, you look at your fur, and you are... looks normal.
Okay. Same thing for Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, then my beautiful soft face is back. I was starting to look like
I was gonna have to change my skin routine.
that one dude that had looked like Cosby.
Oh, wolf.
Oh god. Oh no. Let's not bring
Just-
Cosby into this.
Nah.
When Bunedict wakes up, Rook, you are a miracle worker!
Oh, what are you talking about? You're on the other side of the bed. Get your crutch. Come on.
I'm not even on the bed. I'm over here in the hammock.
Oh.
Who the fuck is it?
imagining things.
Who the fuck's in the bed?
Anton!
Just sneak in here, boy.
It is really
And
weird.
how am I miracle worker? What is... Oh,
No.
you are back!
I feel 40 years younger.
40, 50, 60. You will look better than ever, I should say.
Well, thank you.
Oh, should we go and see if your friends are awake? He is completely nude.
You assume Bunedict is not?
He's just a...
I'm just over here looking like a Don Bluth furry suit at a convention.
Okay.
Holy shit.
It's a beautiful image.
I just need to clip that real quick so I can.
Oh,
so I
go
can
ahead and send a message to Nate. Let's...
So that I can go ahead and acknowledge that I've just probably like all of a sudden we go down to an 88. I'm like, oh, I pissed off a furry.
We do not yuck on another yum.
No, just don't be creepy at a convention, Deadpools.
I mean, it is not the Deadpool you gotta worry about. It is just that the anime fandom of the year you gotta worry about.
No, Deadpools are still like you go to a Comic-Con. There's always like that one Deadpool that's way too Deadpool. That even Deadpool says, "Yo, you jumped the shark."
I don't know that it is that the blow up Rex suits. Now we're getting off track. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so... you wake up, you're back to normal, you're back to normal.
We should let them rest just a little bit, because, dearest, I think that me and them are about to have to leave.
Okay, well... What do you want to do in the meantime?
Just holds up a book. This one.
Okay, let me get the straps. And that's where we're gonna
Fade to black.
To black.
Beautiful!
as,
Bunedict just holds up the Karma Sutra like it's a fucking wish list for Christmas. Okay, I gotta clip that because we broke the DM.
It's
Oh
beautiful.
my God. Oh. So you two wake up. And you wake up, you have a night's rest, but we're gonna get to you.
I was just gonna see what you thought of those. Keep going. I was just doing tech stuff.
Okay, so y'all wake up, good night's rest.
It's alright.
You're back to normal. And you hear,
Alright. I'm gonna open up the door.
you see Anton there, full bag ready. He's like, okay, so we're going, yes?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's just go get
I am
Preacher.
ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, and then you just see like these ghostly hand of just like fireflies just swarming and just like collect. Don't worry about it. That is that those are mine, and that they just like swirl around all of the gear and just basically just like put it all up and just all right, ready to go.
That is interesting. I've never seen that before. It was kind of terrifying. But it's okay. Let's go get the preacher.
Yeah. I mean,
And y'all go up and
preach.
Yeah, give me
And-
just a sec.
Anton is sitting there like,
There, your boy is ready to go. He looks
Has
like
Preach actually been up for a long time? He just hasn't left the room.
He's been up for a little bit. He's working on something.
Oh.
I mean that.
That sounds like a euphemism.
What are you? Is that everything all right in there?
Yeah, I opened the door and I'm holding a arrow. However, it's not so much a normal physical arrow, but more of a arrow that's got this kind of
you
weak
said
green
that-
glow.
Do you?
Or that you are trying to take up archery?
I did
Not
not know
quite.
you used the bow. Did you need one? I did not see one on you.
I don't have one. I've got some magics that can make use of this, but if you got a bow you're willing to hand off, I will gladly take it.
Well, I can try to look in town to see if we can find you one.
Yeah.
Maybe someone at the guard has an extra bowl. I'm sure
It might be worth a look to before we leave.
Should we?
Do you have like a cloth that I could wrap this in?
A cloth? Yeah, and then he just hands you just like a... He hands you a pelt of just a werebore he has with him.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly with what I got fashion
Hold on.
this
Did it
into-
when you killed it? Did it start to go back human halfway through? So
No.
that's how we know it's a werebore.
No.
No.
That'd be terrible.
fashion some kind
Oh,
of
I'm
like,
actually a man. Oh, jeez.
deep pouch for the phosphorus arrow and this new green arrow.
So where is Bunedict?
I think he went with the.
Imagine he's still with. If he's not up and down with us, I imagine he's still with his
I mean,
friend.
He is with Rory.
I mean,
Yes,
we can
they-
just give them some time. That I
Maybe
mean,
he had a special room for your friend.
I mean that is their business.
I want to swing.
And we're going.
And we are going to go get breakfast and go outside.
What about your friend? Don't you want to get Mr. Bunedict?
He will be along.
He will.
What
He
are you
will.
talking about?
That
We
he
can just
will
go
be
get him, right?
hopping along rather shortly.
Give him some time. He's enjoying his early morning with his very dear friend.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Let's go get some breakfast.
Okay.
They're about to have the talk.
We're
with this
sitting here rocking
priest boy.
1940s. Dear
Look,
friend.
I mean, he knows
room-
what sex is. He's just an innocent boy.
I mean,
He's over there with his roommate, enjoying
He
the
just
day.
doesn't he doesn't have a dirty
Hey,
mind, okay?
And they were roommates. There was only one bed.
I
And a
mean
hammock.
that. So Antoine, that do you
They're
know
they're having a
about
very
that
heated
thing?
game of checkers.
So that do you? So then that you know, like, let me just tell you about the story about that the succubi and that the warlock.
I don't like this story.
What do you mean succubi and warlock?
We will explain later.
Okay, that is interesting.
Oh
I
boy,
guess.
you're corrupting a priest. Good job, my man.
Okay, so y'all head down.
I'm gonna leave a message with the maid, basically saying when you see Bunedict, let him know you can just go to the statue and she will take him to wherever we're at.
Okay, that's good. I am not.
Unless things go badly.
I'm not going to knock on that door. I'm going.
No,
to
I didn't say knock. I did not say knock. I said when you see him.
It's been a very long time since I've heard noises like that.
Which is why we're not knocking.
Exactly.
Also why I said when you see him next.
Okay, so y'all, where are y'all heading?
Let's go to the
Outside.
bar.
Yeah, and then as that we are basically walking, Joe is just gonna be like, any word back from Vipera or anything?
Nope. She handed the hair back, so no message, no communication.
Huh, it's a
Did
damn
the
shame.
angel give you the hair back so you could just slap it back on the side of your head?
No.
I mean,
Oh,
that-
Well,
keep it.
it's
She's keeping
been
it.
you've had a full
I've
night's
had a full
rest,
night's
so
rest,
it's
so-
come back.
I mean that even though that you know
Like
that
any
we've been,
effigy you make, it comes back the next day. So
I mean
the
that
hair
even,
that you took is
It's gone.
it's back now. So it looks like you never pulled your hair out.
Yeah.
I mean that
Well,
even
kind
though
of.
that we have had our differences and strifes, that she still is a member of our crew, which that we just need to just name it the Unhappy Bunch or something. I don't
There's
know.
no need to have a name on it. We're just a group of people that don't have a clue what we're doing.
So we are just basically contingent contractors then at this
What's your
point.
party name? Fucking Lost.
What's your party name? Coven Blessed.
But
That actually
No,
sounds like a kind of
that
a
sounds
decent indie
good,
band
though.
name.
but
Coven Blessed.
at the same time,
No,
I
no
just
D,
want
just-
her to at least be safe.
It's Coven Blessed.
Maybe.
It's the metal band that somehow always ends up accidentally in the Christian music section.
I just don't like being
Okay,
person down.
so y'all are heading to the bar, Vipera.
Yes.
You wake up in the Striga household, fully refreshed. More refreshed than you think. Probably more refreshed than you felt in a long time. At least it feels like a long time with all the things that you have been through.
I will get to my feet, grab my shit, and as I'm about to leave the bedroom, I'll just say thank you for the hospitality. Is there anything that I can do or get for you before we leave town?
You don't hear anything.
Then I'll walk directly to the front door and open it, step over the threshold, and say thank you once again before I close the door behind me.
You don't get any response as you do that, but...
Doesn't matter. Saying thank you was never an intent for communication. It's just an acknowledgement. And then I will head into town, try to find the market stall where Bunedict and us had found the stuff like a couple of nights ago. The little grocer on the main street. Just want to see what he's got that I could maybe get a hold of.
Yeah, as you walk in, it's like, I am sorry we do not have Prisma salts today.
None needed, thank you.
Okay, well, we have anything we'll need. We have here meats, not with Prisma salts. We have some farming tools. Do you like a sickle or scythe? Or would you like a hoe?
Holds up my glaive. I think I'm good on the wheat cutting front.
Well, okay. What would you like today? We have some nice heirloom tomatoes as well.
A couple of pounds of dried meats, and some of the tomatoes look good.
Okay, that will be 5 silver.
I will put a whole gold down because I'm not breaking change. And I will ask him, would you happen to know of a place where I could get incense and like a holy implement type of things?
Well, I don't know anywhere in town. Are you looking for something with the oven or the Perun or
just general use type of materials?
If Kalaska was actually answering our call, I could point you there, but unfortunately.
Do they deal a lot with
Well, they're not. We have a contentious relationship with the Kalaska people. They're not. Well, let me say that they are not so hot on the coven.
They worship someone else?
Well, Perun is another elder being within the Elden world.
Oh?
Perun, he is a god of... How do you say? He is a mythological figure, usually of war or adventure or what have you. I'm sorry, I'm not too...
That's fine. I'm new to the area myself, so, any little bit of information goes a long way. But, thank you for the goods, and,
You're welcome. Anytime in Owlet, we will try to get the Prisma salts in as soon as possible.
perfect. If I know
I'm sorry if you're not really into Prisma salts. It's a common thing people come in here for. I have come into the habit of saying,
You've got to make a living.
Oh, it's really gone down since, the mine has... I don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know if the mine has gone out or if, they're just not too lazy. I don't know what they're doing over there.
Well, maybe they got too high on their own goods.
That is true, you know. Like, if you take too much of it, it fries your brain. But it is very good in soup. Let me tell you, you know, you have a little bit of that meatball soup at night, and then you just get really fucked up, and then you just pass out. It's very good. Anyway, I am very sorry. You have a good day, miss.
You as well. Profitable business to you.
I'll get mine away.
I will.
To the same grocer that she's.
I want to go back to the morgue. But if you want to go back to them, I'm still kind of.
Okay, so you two are going to the bar. What are you doing at this point?
Well, when everything's done, we'll get dressed. Head downstairs, assuming that they're getting breakfast, because I didn't think we took that long.
They are gone, and as y'all walk out,
Well, I'm going to grab the left suit of armor that was just left on a table and put it in a pack.
Oh, the armor.
Yeah, I left it on the table.
Okay, so you get that, and you see Nina like, "Oh, you are out? Yes, y'all. How are you doing?"
Fantastic. Look at me.
Well, that is good. Your friend went out to a bar, apparently.
A little early for day drinking, but hey.
You haven't been here long, have you?
Oh.
3 days.
Oof.
You'll get used to it.
Anyway, thank you.
You're welcome. It has been good to see other people around.
Yes. And yell back, Rick!
Yes?
Is he like at the top of the stairs?
Mm-hmm. He has like
Nothing
a shirt,
but a
but it's
robe.
like...
This study room.
When I'm done, I do intend to return.
Well, do not wait too long. And he just looks at you as he walks away.
Does he sidestep just around a corner, just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta look right at the maid. Has he always been this dramatic?
He hasn't been this happy in a long time, it seems.
Oh.
Oh, I will definitely have to make sure that I'm not gone too long. Anyway, thank you very much. Step outside. Where's him? Oh!
What now?
Just step outside, just see Thunderclap grab the hand and just...
Thunderclap is just like,
Nope.
just picking you up, like scruffing your neck, like,
Just one leg.
She just stands over you. There's work to be done, and then leans over, just grabbing your arm, and you will do it.
and she's just sitting there.
Is she talking now? Can you talk?
As you're flying over the town to the bar, you see kids like, oh look, it's a big lady. Look at her. She's carrying a rabbit. Is she going to eat the rabbit? I don't know, but it's going to be funny if she does.
I hope not. I don't need that going through my brain now. Thanks, kids.
Okay, so as you're going there, y'all are sitting down at the bar. As you walk into the bar, you smell like fresh eggs, bacon, sausage.
What
You
type
smell
of
warm bread.
Ooh.
Like it has a very just like a comforting smell as you walk in.
Yeah.
And y'all sit down, and a bar matron, or what would be the male?
Shit, we lost another bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
It'll be a bar hop or something.
You have a waiter come up to you, for the lack of a better term. It's like, yes, you need. Do you need anything?
I need the I would just like the Ouroboros special, the breakfast.
You want omelet?
I want omelet, bacon, sausage.
Oh, you are hungry. Okay.
Get him the protein platter.
Oh, you want the keto package? Okay.
I want keto and this thing called paleo. It's something from the Feywild.
Paleo keto. Yes, I know exactly what those words mean. And then he walks off. Oh wait, he didn't get your order.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
He comes back. It's like, oh yes, I did not see you there.
You're invisible.
The halfling ordered enough for 2 people, I thought.
Yeah, I guess I'll just take like the sampler and then a whole loaf of bread.
You want a whole loaf of bread?
I'm assuming it's like one of those.
Yeah, no, it's like just a round loaf of bread.
Can you make
with
that?
the crosses on
Can
it.
you make that 2 of them, and then that just give you half of mine?
Certainly, I think we have some fresh loaves coming out there.
Yes.
Peasant bread.
So as he goes off and does that, you land in the front of the. Like she just drops you like that, and you're like.
What was that sound?
Did someone hear some cheeks clap?
Just every time she lands, everybody needs to make a con save because that's just
The shock.
freaking thunderstep. Just Bunedict
She
will
should
then.
just roll disadvantage for her cheeks.
I'm sorry, preacher. Your statue is so dummy thick that it keeps failing stealth rolls.
Well, technically speaking, she does have disadvantage on stealth.
She's a giant marble statue.
But the
But
cheeks, though.
Bunedict will just walk in, look directly at preacher.
Oh, I figured you'd take longer.
Oh, morning. Morning.
Morning. By the way, look out the window. 4 buildings down.
Well, we didn't know where you'd be at. We didn't know how long you'd be.
That's valid. I mean, I was told you were at a bar. I stepped out. I got snatched. It brought back some very unpleasant, memories of childhood with hawks. Anyway, breakfast?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's
ordered?
coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
You ordered for me?
There's enough.
Just if the
There's
waiter's
John
gonna-
just looked like,
You see the waiter come back with bread. It's like, oh, do you have another?
well, hello. Another loaf of bread, please, and if you have any leftover vegetable stew from last night.
I don't know if we had vegetable stew, but I can see what the cook can whip you up. Do you not want?
I don't eat meat. I'm very sorry.
I would just take his then. I would just take his meat.
I'll
from
see
the
what
platter.
we
Do you have grits?
I believe we have grits.
Then that.
Do you
please.
eat eggs?
Actually, yeah, they do. Yes.
Okay, we have eggs. I shall get you grits and some bread. That is a
Thank
weird. Do you want berries or anything?
You have berries?
We have berries.
Thank you. Yes. Also,
Yes.
ale for everyone at the table. This is about to be a fun conversation, I'm assuming.
Okay, what kind of ale do you want?
Breakfast ale?
We still have some from Elysium Brewery. Do we have a porter? We have a bitters, and we have a pilsner.
Let's try this Elysium.
Elysium.
Elysium makes those.
Oh, they make all
Oh,
those.
they make all
For me, bitter.
Bitters.
Standard.
Okay, so you want pilsner
Not drinking.
with a water. Okay.
And then preacher gets dysentery.
In this town, yes.
I'm not trusting that. I'm not trusting no water unless, of course, if it's from the good old
Okay,
Feywild.
so after a little while, your plate comes with the bread and the berries and grits and everything. Y'all's food comes. It actually tastes really good, although it is greasy and salty.
Going to do something here just because I have it, so I'm going to do it.
Oh.
Okay, so I gotta mark this down. Real quick, because I'm assuming there's salt and pepper here.
Yeah. There's not much seasoning on the board aside from, like, there's like a little, like, plate with the little piles of salt and pepper that they brought with you.
I found something while we were in the town, and I really feel like we need to try it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out the little pouch, and I'm gonna reach in.
Is it Old Bay? Is it Tony's?
I'll let you use just one charge.
Well, I was just gonna get one charge. I'm trying to figure out how much is produced by one charge.
We'll we'll loosey-goosey it. We'll say that
It's a pinch. So I'm going to sprinkle a pinch of saffron over everybody's food.
Okay, yeah, so you just pull out a little bit, and you see kind of like a stringy sort of
Isn't
fragrance.
supposed to be steeped?
That is true. But we'll say, for the sake of the game...
And this character not knowing how, or this player not knowing exactly how you're supposed to use the most expensive spice.
Yeah.
But you see like this stringy, sort of light-colored flour. You see Bunedict put it over your food.
Oh, okay.
Spice pouch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spicy ghost.
And as you take a bit of your omelet or take a bit of the sausage, it markedly improves the flavor.
Nice.
nice. Very nice.
It's useful. It's going to help us when we get out there.
Culinary D&D.
Because not going to lie, there's a few of these things out here that are not going to be that delectable if we end up having to feed on a Fey Beast.
It's weird because you took a bite before and it was just like a lot of salt and grease. Like it wasn't bad, but it was like after tasting it with that, it's like it's hard to explain. It actually tastes amazing though.
But, so have we made our decision to go to, what was the town's name again?
Tyrannic?
Tyrannic? Is that where we think we need to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
As y'all are talking, you walk out.
I wanted to go to the morgue.
Yeah, you're going to the morgue, yes.
And is the... Oh god, I can't remember. Igor. Is Igor present?
He is, but I'm going to give you this just as a preliminary.
Okay.
As you're walking there, you see the statue near the bar.
Noting it, but still on a mission.
Yeah, no, I was just saying,
Yeah.
you're easily, like, the bar is...
I know they're there, or at least I could probably track them from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to the bar, or not to the bar, to the morgue.
Yes.
And the guards let you down there, and as you get in there, you see Igor pulling over a tarp, going over to another body, examining...
So I'm assuming these are the guards that got killed yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to approach the table and say, "Hello, Igor.
Oh, you're back.
I am. I'm wondering if you could help me with something.
Well, what is it you need help with?
I would like to know if you have any embalming oils or anything like that in this.
Well, I do, but
facility.
I am confused as why you need it.
Secrets.
I am very curious on how this will turn out.
What if I
So-
promise to give you the story after I do it? It may take a few weeks, but I promise.
It sounds like a good enough plan for me. Just
Excellent.
wait here. Oh shit. Oh. You know, sometimes the muscles just cramp up and
Of
it
course.
just makes...
Yeah.
Puts a tarp over the corpse. And he goes off, and you see him go through some things, and then get something. You see a jar. Here you go.
Thank you.
No flavor.
About how much is this
Honey
worth?
barbecue.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how much it would be worth in the Elden World, but if you know the right people, it'd be about 5 gold maybe. But it's okay. I'm really curious to know what happens with it.
Protection.
Protection. Someone's in trouble. I don't know how this will work for you, but you know, I am curious.
Best of luck to you. Hopefully, there's not too much inventory coming your way.
Oh, you know, it always keeps me busy because, you know, people are always dying.
Of
It's
course. But hopefully you can keep up with it.
Oh, I always do. Do not worry.
It's
Bye-bye
walking
now.
turkey.
Oh, shit.
Still crinkling. Alright.
He's just like correcting the posture of the bodies.
I will tuck that away, or probably need to try to like rig a bag or something, but I'll figure it out. And I will leave the morgue and go toward the bar.
Okay. So as you get close to the bar, you see the statue sitting there, and you know people are leaving. It's like, oh, jeez.
Don't mind her.
And you walk in, you see your compatriots sitting, eating bread and omelet and sausage and bacon and berries and all sorts of things.
I will approach but sit a few chairs away.
So you see Vipera, like try to not, I guess you're trying not to be obvious, but you got big wings.
I'm not trying to not be obvious, I'm just not gonna go sit right beside them.
Okay, so you see Vipera just sitting a few chairs away.
I don't know. I mean, just
Let her do her thing.
yeah,
You should try these berries.
tries them.
He put the saffron on the berries too. They taste like 10 times better for some reason.
It is almost like then that you taste it just straight off the tree, doesn't it?
Alright. Anyway, so are we gonna be heading over to Tyrannet?
Not quite yet.
Well,
We
yeah.
need to drop by the guardhouse.
This bread is amazing.
Yes. That just be careful with that, because then
Can you put more of the what is that you put on it?
Saffron?
Saffron.
Hey, I
let's
mean,
be careful. You don't want to eat too much and
No.
slow down. Take a drink of water. Take a drink of ale.
You notice that Anton has like pitch black ale.
oh, that he likes it. That he just
It's dark.
dark.
It's darker than the bitters.
So,
I gotta go say goodnight.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh, do it.
Your barmaid services are required.
but it's still go over to Tyrannic, you know,
What's
The other one.
The peanut butter porter?
Yeah.
and then we go to the other place. Got the name of it.
yeah.
Are you're looking to go to Mildred?
We
No,
can
Teneric.
Tyrannic first, then
Then we'll make a plan from there.
yeah.
Okay, so
Northeast.
jeez, okay.
But if that you want to go off to the to the festival.
Well, the person that sent us here, Boris Zamievich, the speaker, he sent us here to investigate what was going on. But if you think there is something else going afoot in Tyrannic, I will definitely come with and be with you,
Well,
and help you,
everything
because this is a part of my mission as well.
everything that we found here points to Teneric. And there wasn't another killing or anything going on last night as far as we know.
Right.
We'll check that along with one or two other things before we leave.
Okay.
You probably need to send a message off to your speaker.
Well, Boris just said to go. I don't think I do not have any means to send a message. Like, unless you want us to send a scout, but it might be a few days. Most people do not take the main road to Mildred.
Why not? Seems like the road would be the safest option.
Give me a persuasion check.
Don't we have advantage because he's our friendy now? Damn it.
If someone else wants to help you out.
Natural 20.
There you go. Much better than my 11.
So why don't they take the main road?
Well,
Say goodnight.
Good night,
Good
Karen
night.
Hi,
Smurfy.
kiddo.
take it easy.
Take it easy.
I'm sorry. Well, usually people go around instead of going straight through, because it is very easy to get to Meldrida from here. However, there is someone in the forest named Yvonne.
Yvonne.
He is feared and not to be trifled with.
So.
And he roams the area around the main road to Meldrida from here.
I mean, so you are basically dealing with just a type like me, just basically like a woodsman in a sense. So you can't handle woodsmen? What about guards? Have y'all tried to stop them at least?
You do not. It is a very difficult position to be in because he is blessed.
Like us?
Yes.
So he's one of the blessed ones for. Okay.
People dare not get too close to his huts.
So.
Lest they be.
So basically, that this whole blessed thing. So basically, that he isn't, quote unquote, just for the lack of better terms, nice like us.
I don't know if he's nice. He is very protective of his space.
But if that we are just passing by, we can just ignore his space.
For the most part, but a lot of people do not like going near his spot because there's a lot of horror stories about him
beheading people, pretty much.
Yes. There are many stories of people dying on the road to Meldrida, passing his place.
I mean, that wouldn't that the town people like that stuff to stop? I know y'all would.
Well...
How did you and your companions get here then? Which road did you
went
take?
Up to Pelaska.
And came around?
Yes. It took about 3 days to get here.
But the gates to Pelaska are closed now. They closed after
We
you went
had to go around Pelaska. As long as we did not try to enter the city, they did not try to kill us.
That's good to know.
But it did take longer. We did go through Tyrannic. We actually... Okay, don't tell anyone. We actually stopped by Valenclap to see if they had any prism assaults. They did not. Apparently the mine is closed. I don't...
That's what we've been hearing.
That's what we've been hearing. So
but you don't want to disturb Ivan. He is dangerous. Certain people, certain traders like to brave that road. However, I've never seen Ivan. I've only heard stories, and it's never good stories. He is to be respected and feared, not to be trifled with.
I fear the nature. I don't fear no man, but I will take your advice for now on that.
I could have made a baggie out of my blanket. I got it. I'm good. Brain words. I can do things.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, then that good morrow, Vipera.
Yep. So, I went to give a bit of a report to Migotha as far as the puppet and not our Anton goes. And she agreed with me that it was probably better left. And not...
Talking to Migotha?
Indeed. So, I apologize for my temper last night. I will try to be less vicious.
It is quite alright.
That's understandable.
So
I
you're sorted
apologize
now.
too.
What did she say?
That the hair doll that was bound as an effigy to the Anton we killed was probably under the control of someone who wishes to upend the Covenant's purposes.
Then we must go to Tyrannic. That's where it's pointing, isn't it?
We think.
Possibly.
That is a different music than what I was expecting.
It's excited, spooky travel music.
It is excited Antoine. Oh yes, and then this place that Jolan is probably on like his third serving of food.
Where did you put all that?
He has a hollow leg.
It is basically,
He's not eaten in a while.
I mean, that it will be burnt off.
I would like to attempt to snitch a bit off of Jolan's plates.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand. Against his passive.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna do anything. Nope.
I just allow it to happen.
Yeah, you see the hand try to sneak and you're like,
There's berries and bread right here as well for everyone.
Fangs.
You see like little flowery strands on them, and as you taste it, the berries, you can't describe it, but they taste so much fucking better than you expected.
They're doing some magic to the food here.
Ask Bunedict that the food had kind of tasted like normal food, but Bunedict made it more special.
That's weird shit.
Yep.
So how was the dicking?
Decent. To good. To better. To decent.
What do you
To
mean
great.
baking?
I fucked Rick.
It was okay.
Kid, are you okay?
Do we
They-
have to talk about that?
Did they make it weird, like they weren't going to just be upfront and honest about it? Did they try?
Well, they made all.
Did they say he was my good friend?
Do we have to talk about the methods and the flumps again?
They just said what is the euphemism? Beat around bush.
I didn't.
Antoine, on that the traveling, we are talking about the methods and the flumps.
He knows what sex is.
He's an adult mostly.
Somewhat.
Right?
But it's...
Yeah, he's about 1920.
But he still has much to learn. I mean, that there is nothing like just like after like slaying just a werewolf, then there's just the Feywild parties.
So So no matter what, I feel like I have a duty to help you with this.
Who are we to stand in the way of duty?
Yeah, dude.
Starting
I
to
knew
have
it was a
second
good
thoughts
idea.
here.
Keeping
I'm
him
sorry.
alive.
Doing an insight check on him just to be sure.
He's a mole.
I'm sorry, my juvenile humor came out.
That's not going to be a good one, then. That's only a 9.
He seems genuine.
Alright, so do you guys have anything that you need to do before we leave town?
Grab some things to make to offerings to the forest in case it gets pissed at us. Make sure we got rations.
I pull out my heirloom tomatoes.
Are we
There
gonna
wasn't much at the shop we went to the other day.
Honestly, no. I don't got
Yeah.
much.
Trade has been weirdly low. There hasn't been much trade happening between the towns recently, oddly enough.
I mean, that...
Melterda has tried to get supplies for the anniversary of Madrid's leaving, and it's been hard to do.
I mean, that might be because of where do y'all normally get your trade from?
Well, between the towns. Each town has their own sort of thing they specialize in. Here it is mostly vegetables.
Vegetables?
So, We've slept since then, and I was sleeping, or Vipera was sleeping most of the day when we were actually here doing shit. Did we see, I mean, there's other farms aside the Striga farmhouse, out, like, just outside the walls?
Like, the town has, like, a circular look to it with the 5 different sections, and it's, like, the middle of town. Right. With the streets sectioning it out. There's the main... Would it be 5 main streets sectioning it out?
So,
or 4?
You're saying 5, or is it a 5-pointed star?
Yeah.
It's okay, so...
5 spokes on a bike wheel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's split up like that. And outside of that are like little farm houses that are...
So here's the trick though, is we went to that one market and it was like the only market we could really see. Yeah. Right? And if he doesn't have a lot of stuff, then it might be worth it to check, like to go stop at some of the other farmhouses, and not just the Striga farm where the family was murdered. Like actually go to some of the farms and see if we could maybe barter some good if they have any. If they don't, that's a problem. Obviously.
Not a problem.
Not a problem bartering. Doing that. Yeah.
No, that's...
But if the market doesn't have a lot, why don't they have a lot? Is it just not coming in from just outside the town? And if so, why?
It's been a tough season.
Yeah, it's tough season plus Ivan.
And if it's been a tough season, then we should probably know that. But maybe we could barter some actual shift work in the field to maybe get some stuff to take with. If nothing else.
I mean, that since we are bigger, I mean, that we could also, we just basically got 2 1/4 of the party that can fly. So I was going to probably suggest maybe a cart, maybe, but then that'd be too much.
Excuse me. I think walking will be fine. I mean,
I don't know if we can find a cart with horses.
They couldn't give us horses to go to Chivani, so I mean, it's... Also, a horse is a labor animal. It's necessary here. We don't need to take any to go.
We just need whatever we can find.
As long as we follow the road, we should be fine. If we go through the forest, which we can, we must be sure to respect the spirits of the forest.
Well, I feel like even if we stick to the road, there's no telling who we might have to offer to when we get to it.
Let's get started. Let's go out to one of the farms and try to do business.
Well, Zelmir, the Leshy of the South Forest.
Zelmir.
The one that nearly killed you guys.
Right.
You had an encounter with Zelmir?
We went into the woods not knowing you're supposed to give an offering.
They were investigating the other deaths of some of your other companions.
Right. You're not always going to run into him, but it is good to...
I thought you said you made an offering to him after the fact.
Yes, but it's only going to last for so long.
I mean, that...
The Leshy can be kind of fickle.
Also, unless you give them something really, really good, they're not going to give you more or less grace to get out.
The best thing you can do with Leshy is offer enough to allow them to free the path.
Alright, I remember Preacher had said he wanted to also drop by the guardhouse and check on status of whether there were any other killings or anything last night out of the ordinary. So we could do that before we head out to find the farm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let us finish this thread. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so warm. He's just sitting there.
I don't think he's ever eaten before.
I mean, that's just how that the wolf cubs always ate. I mean, that we didn't have plates. We just ate it.
As he's eating, he's like stacking things. Like he gets the bread and then puts some eggs
because
on it.
What sandwich?
That that y'all don't see Jolan use a fork at all either.
Who needs a fork? Claws.
Wait, where did
he
said he had to take
phone call.
He got phone call.
Oh, okay.
So,
hello.
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 Who are we talking to?
I don't know. I'm just talking to
We
them.
can go to the guardhouse. Like we can pretend that Preach and Thunderclap are sitting here.
He's just sitting there like this.
Lagging. There is a lag. Why are we clapping? Clap.
Good.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
y'all head to the guardhouse.
Right.
And you're going up and just asking to see if there was any
Yeah.
funny business.
Was it some reports last night?
Anything out of the ordinary?
From what you can tell,
Okay.
everything was pretty peaceful last night.
Good. We fixed that problem.
All
On to
right.
the farms.
Okay, so y'all are gonna go to the farm next.
Find one that looks like it has people outside of it.
Okay, whoever wants to roll, give me a.
I don't have perceptions and investigations. Y'all figure it out.
Yeah. Like.
My
whoever
rolls are
wants to roll
shite.
for
I
perception.
got a +9 on perception.
I got a +12.
Good
I'll
God.
I'll give you advantage. I didn't roll great stats for the bunny.
Okay, I got a 26.
How
Okay.
even? Like, how do you
Just
get
the whole
A
time
plus
Ears doing the
12?
sonar thing.
Okay,
It
so
is,
what I'm going to say
one of
is
the
to
one
speed
of
things
these.
along a bit. I'm going to say that y'all are able to find about like a pound of carrots,
Okay.
half a pound of potatoes, which isn't a lot, but
It's one potato.
Yeah, that's right. I took
yeah, it's
expertise.
like I'll say you get
Into
a few
languages.
potatoes, some onions, just a whole sort of medley of vegetables, and a giant bag for about 4 silver.
Okay.
I'll pay a gold just to.
I will pay 2 gold.
Okay, you double that now.
No, just I don't want to break change.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
y'all get a giant bag of veggies, fresh veggies, basically from a farmer's market.
Okay.
Okay.
We
Look,
went out
it's
to the,
it's
we
straight
went out
farm to table. Look
direct
at
to
this.
the co-op.
Yes. I mean that this is fresh parsnips, beets, and plantains.
Where did
Damn,
they get
plantains.
Where did they get
They really
plantains?
travel.
No. Do you mean plantain the ground cover?
Mm-hmm.
The curly dock is what it is.
Okay. Yeah, I was
Herbalism for the win!
I was thinking like
Banana.
The,
Yeah.
the little banana.
Ground plantain, not tree plantain.
okay.
You know, and then
Curly dock.
Okay, so y'all are able to get everything. I'm assuming y'all are going to be on the road now.
yep.
I mean, I got nothing else we need to do here, I guess.
Oh, that's fine.
Tally ho!
Tally ho. And y'all are going to be spending most of the day on the road.
At some point while we're on the road, I do want to kind of see if I can sidle Anton away from the group a little bit and ask him a few questions.
Okay, so we're going to do this we're going to do the first roll because things can happen on the road.
Oh.
Yeah, we know
you
things happen on the road.
We'll die.
You exit the town. The farmland goes into the distance, and once again, you enter the forest through the road. And again, it's encapsulating this area in which you're traveling through, and you see noises and little things moving in the corner of your eye are constantly happening. You hear Anton say, "It's okay, just keep going forward."
Keep moving forward.
It's like walking in New Orleans.
If you don't
Just
look at them, they
ignore it.
don't see you.
Just keep going.
As y'all are walking, what are you saying to Anton?
I wanted to kind of try to pull him aside a little bit and try to get a few more answers without the others over here.
Okay, so you tug at Anton and kind of pull him and say, "Okay, what's wrong?"
Well, I wondered, you're, as you're coming up through the, your ranks of priesthood, what do you know of the old god Perun.
Perun.
Something about that he has a group in Pilaska that's the Axes.
The Axes of Perun. They're a group that controls the Elysian brewery. It's an older religion in this area. A cult almost, some would say. They are different from many people here worship the Coven, either passively or enthusiastically. The Perunians, they worship the god that is a god of war and adventure and discovery and I guess other things. I'm sorry, I'm not too familiar with them. They have a bit of a... I'm sorry, go ahead.
They oppose the Coven? Or at least unfriendly to
They
the
are
Coven's
not,
purposes?
by their nature, they are not people who are... They do not believe that the Coven is divine. They believe in Perun as the sole divine leader that can usher them out of this darkened time. My faith believes that if we bring the Coven back together, we can usher us back to a better time.
So the Axes would seek to keep the Coven apart.
I never thought about it, but potentially, yes.
So if...
Are you suggesting that the Coven, or not the Coven, the Axes are planning something? Because this would make sense with them closing down.
Midotha herself wants us to prevent them from stopping Meldred from returning.
And then we must stop them, yes?
And so, as you are a devotee to the Coven, will you be able to assist with that?
Of course. I am here for the long haul. I am here to help.
Now, can you somehow get the rest of your people to assist?
Yes, I think I can do that. If there is something happening, we can. I think we can get together. I know there are more people that are willing to help. If we go, there has to be people in Tyrannic. I am unsure, but I think there is. If we can go.
For now, we're keeping things quiet.
Okay.
Let us focus on the dealing with whatever remains of the ghost problems, the Novia problems from Ouroboros, and go from there.
Okay. Yes.
But if you happen to hear anything, you let me know so that I could.
Well, I'm with you right now, but if I remember anything, I shall definitely help.
Blessings of the Coven upon you then.
Blessings upon you. Maybe I'll just keep walking.
I will convert this boy one way or the other. He will be my lackey!
We are just like, I guess then that they are still wrestling again, trying to get us to make a deal with them, I guess.
Some of them, yes. Other ones are waiting to see if we'll get curious and then wander off into the woods and then...
I mean...
They love to poke around and see what you're doing, but do not, as long as you do not cross the threshold into the forest, you should be fine.
I mean, that I wasn't planning to. I mean, then that, that I don't have my pack with me, and then that we would normally just, as soon as that they just start talking crazy deals that the wolves just go just go after them.
Okay, so the first part of the trip, uneventful. Are y'all going, so about this time it's 2 or 3 o'clock?
And Jack in the Box.
Just a box in the road, just
Nah, we are not fighting a mimic. We are not fighting this mimic.
just telekinesis. If someone has telekinesis, just nope it into the woods.
Okay, so
Smash it with a hammer.
So are y'all pressing forward?
It's about 2 in the
It's about 2 in
afternoon.
the afternoon.
And it's probably going to be well into the night before you get to Tyrannic.
I mean,
Well, you said it was more than one day to get the Tyrannic from.
yeah.
Yeah, it's well into the night.
Well, we didn't leave at dawn, so.
Okay, I thought you were saying 2 in the morning, or 2 in the
afternoon.
Okay.
So it's going to be
We're
more
not
like.
we're not going to make it to Tyrannic before nightfall. It
Yeah.
will be a few hours after nightfall.
Yeah, it's going to be 12 or 1 before you make it to Tyrannic.
Oh God. Well, we're not going to try that shit.
Well, then that.
Would Anton know of a potential camp making spot from their trek down?
I mean that we don't. I mean that.
'Cause, I mean, they
we can
came this
try to
way,
stay
so,
at night, but I will much.
If
camping,
we
that's a
go
good idea.
Yeah, I
a
don't
little
think
bit
that either.
longer, there is a little camping area that we can stay.
We'll do that then.
It's a little camping
there's a
area,
rest
you said?
area.
Yes, there's a little rest area that's made for traders and travelers.
Is it protected up against Navia and Novia?
Well,
Well,
we can
Novia, or-
ensure protection. I mean, I've still got the.
Usually
Novia
Navia do not roam the wilderness, so
Well, we can make whatever offerings to the local nympha and move on in the morning. It'll be fine. It's better to just be in one place where we can defend ourselves if need be, rather than be trekking through the dark.
Yes.
Yes.
okay.
So, pressing on to the camping site.
Okay, so you're gonna press on to the campsite, and we're not gonna have encounter roll because y'all are not traveling the full way.
Whee!
However, y'all get to, you go up a hill, and then it sort of levels out a bit, and then you see a large area where it looks like the forest was cleared out.
It's a wide spot in the road.
Yeah, it's a wide spot in the road. But you can tell, on either side, there's areas where people have started fires and things like that. And you see a couple of tents set up. And Anton looks at y'all and says, yes, this is where usually people stay if they cannot make the whole trip. Would you like to, is there any particular spot? We might not want to stay too close to people.
I mean,
Are there other people here?
You saw other tents.
Oh.
I kind of sort of agree with Antoine.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves.
No,
mean-
with the 9.5 foot tall marble statue
That,
half naked covered in vines.
I mean that.
She's drawing all the attention to herself and Preacher. We
I
just
mean
You
that.
see people look out the tent and be like, awooga, awooga.
I mean that if that you
Fucking turn
are
into a
comfortable
wolf head.
doing the survival, I can do the perception to see if I can find us a good spot.
I can give you aid in that if you wish to find us.
Okay, so y'all are going to try and find a good little hiding hole.
But that'd be a 30.
Yeah, you look around for a minute with you two, just spotting around, yeah. You find a place that's, up on the hill, no one else is there.
We find the most perfect campsite there ever was.
How did
Yeah.
no one pick this one? Look at this.
Yeah, I mean
The
that.
drainage is good. We're getting
Yeah, the
cross
drainage is
air.
good, and then
Yeah,
that-
There's a
Nice
natural
and-
divot for a fire pit.
yep, and then that there's a nice little just like log here that I can use as a pillow.
It even has, look on the log, it says Wi-Fi password.
Yeah, it has the Wi-Fi password. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is that one corner spot in the KOA that's just that. It's got like a little curtain of trees, so like you're secluded in an alcove. It's like the most perfect spot at the KOA.
And then that, best thing is that that we just don't have some of those gawkers, I guess, looking at.
Oh no, they're still looking.
No, you see people looking at y'all, like looking at the tent, because they hear the boom, boom, boom as Thunder Cheeks walks through.
Thunderclap.
And Thunder, like, you see someone going about, damn!
You give her respect.
That was a very respectful damn. Though.
I mean,
No, when he came back, dang. There's awe in that dang.
You see a couple of people being like respectfully looking.
Do not objectify her. Except she is an object.
let's just camp.
Like she's literally a statue.
She's literally an object.
Let's just clean up here.
So, how do we go about getting wood without going into the forest?
We could ask some people around.
But that I
We
gotta
don't
go make friends at the KOA.
We don't necessarily need.
Yeah, that
A
we
fire
necessarily
tonight.
don't need fire at all.
What's the weather?
But I can go offer something to the forest and train. Get
Let's
us some
not
firewood.
agitate it. I mean, it's let's just bed down. We got dry rations. It's
What's
fine.
the weather like though? Like around this time of year, Anton? Like what?
He points up and it's like cloudy
There's
and sort of cold and.
We got blankets and
I mean,
if anyone, we
that,
can put a tent. Do we have a tent or do we just have slickers?
I mean that I can basically you just see like Jolan like take some of his fire like some of his arrows out, just basically just start breaking them and just putting them up into the fire camp. Then I am going to burn like flame arrow and shoot dead into the fire thing. Fire.
So you're using the
Flame
phosphorus arrow?
No, he has to spell flame arrow.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you do that, and then
Yeah.
and Anton's like, "Oh, well, okay."
How much of your ammunition did you just burn away?
Just only about 6 arrows. It's fine.
So we have like an hour of fire.
An hour of fire.
Arrows are like this big around. They burn fast.
We just made a dowel rod fire.
Yeah. Like
So
if
as
we-
that's happening, Anton goes up to you and it's like, people are staring. And he goes up like that and he hits you on the shoulder and as y'all look out, you see some of the people in the tents like, and as y'all look at them and they notice y'all looking at them, they dip back into their tents.
We don't need to be on watch, but that was given anyway.
This is why I don't trust people.
I never said that we were trusting them.
No, me in general. I
Oh.
don't trust people.
Is Anton still wearing his like priestly garb?
Yeah, he still has his vestments on.
I mean that all of the blue skin tiefling thorns is not exactly
we're not exactly
stealthy.
Y'all both have the
surreptitious.
wreaths. We have a giant statue. I'm a giant rabbit.
Like I feel like the staring. Like I mean, there's nothing we can really do about that.
No, there's nothing we can do about that. We just have to keep a watch.
And like if we go talk to people, that's just
More problems.
inviting attachments where attachments need not be.
Anyway, I'll take first watch if you all want to lay down.
I'll take second.
I shall take third if you need me to.
I will watch with you, Anton.
I'm just gonna flick the nose ring so it
What
starts
about
emitting
you,
light.
creature? Oh. He's like,
I feel like he would be like, a thunderclap will take my watch for me.
yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay, so first watch as y'all bed down as the dowel rod fire sort of starts to
Hey!
Sorry about that.
We've made camp at the Wayside KOA on the way to Tyrannic. There were no other events overnight, of which the guardhouse would have told us. We stopped off at a farmhouse and got some shit like carrots, potatoes, vegetable medley.
Cool.
And we haven't been attacked yet.
I'm glad you're
but
No,
probably
but
happy
I
with
sh-
the carrots.
I should have let that hit the ground instead of catch it and then let it roll. That was a 1.
I got
God.
two things I wanted to do before I had to take a phone call. Before we left town, if that's okay.
Don't apologize now. Don't give me
Okay,
a
we're
20.
gonna keep that one, but let's.
So, I wanted to go to that guardhouse / prison / morgue / all you can eat buffet.
Oh, jeez. For some people, it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Igor.
well,
maybe it's the town speaker.
Maybe he could have been doing this while we were off, like, toiling in the fields.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
probably.
fine.
Okay.
So I was gonna see if they had a spare longbow, or a short bow, or any bow of that sort.
Yeah, they have a spare longbow.
A
And if they-
bow of one of
Or
the
a
dead
short bow,
guards.
actually, because the longbow is that's a.
Marshall.
It's a martial.
Both bows are martial weapons.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, you get a short bow, have fun trying to shoot it.
Oh,
I think darts are
darts are simple.
simple.
It's not what I need the bow for anyway.
Short bow is a
And then
DC.
I wanted to visit the prisoner and hand him like a loaf of bread because I imagine the guards aren't feeding him too well.
Oh, you're talking about Traco.
Yeah.
As you go down there to feed him, he's not there.
Where is he at?
You ask the guards.
Yeah. It's
and
like,
you
hey,
ask the
where
guards,
did he go?
he has gone home.
Y'all released him,
Wait,
or
is it on simple?
Short
Under
bow is a
orders
simple
of
range.
the
Oh.
Rorik.
No, short bow's simple?
Mhm.
Okay, I thought it was martial.
Under
It's a
the
simple.
orders of Rorik, he was acquitted of his crimes. Or acquitted is the right word.
Yes. acquitted.
yes. All right.
He is no longer charged with the crime of murder. He has gone home to Valenclef.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad we were able to free an innocent man.
If you say so, I saw the crime scene. But, you know, I am not one to speak over Rorik.
The Navia do odd things sometimes.
Indeed.
Well, I'm going to take one of those fresh loaves of bread and kind of tear it in half and hand him half of it. It's like, thank you for the bow, and, you know, just keep doing a good job.
Oh, this is amazing.
It had been sprinkled with the suffering.
Okay, so that's happening, and
Yeah.
and we're going back to the camp.
To this dice being a betrayer.
Okay,
So-
so
Betrayal.
guess what? Okay, so wait.
You get a
Guess what? Everybody dies.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Okay,
yes, it
first
is a
off,
simple
Plus
weapon.
dex, right?
First watch, second watch, you and
Anton.
1d6.
third watch.
It is a 1d6.
Preacher, are you taking a watch or are you letting your friends? Because first, second,
Yeah,
third
I'll
watch.
take a watch.
Okay, so you'll be fourth watch.
Okay.
So it's not your turn yet? You don't say anything.
Okay.
I definitely don't.
Okay.
Distracted by memories of Rurik, you pass the few hours. in
You're
blissful
like you're
contemplation.
thinking about the swing. You're like, fuck.
That was enjoyable. Oh,
But you're not thinking of it in a sexual way. You're thinking of it in like old tire swings. Like you're like,
yeah, that's what we'll call it.
well, you're thinking of it. It's like, oh, I got really high on that.
We could say
On
that
other
too.
things too.
That is a clip.
What did I get? I can't see. That's not good. Anyway, you're taking second watch, aren't you?
Even with that, that's a 15.
A 15?
That was low. I rolled a 3.
You see the clouds start to part a bit, and you start to see little speckles of the night sky shine through.
But nothing in particular that catches my eye.
Nothing in particular.
On the 15th. Okay. Okay.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I don't see anything.
Sure.
Wait. Is this going?
Yeah, it was just low.
It was just low. Okay.
Next song's gonna bust
Everybody
our
get low,
eardrums.
low.
As long as we don't like blast out and cause everyone in the room to freak for just a second.
Oh, you mean me?
No, we all did. Because all of us jumped. I went and found the clip. All of us.
What's your passive perception?
22.
Goddamn dice.
I rolled a 3 and I got.
No. You have a. Is that your passive?
That is my passive
He
perception.
has a plus 12 on his perception skill, so passive is 10 plus
Yes.
12.
No. I like you said something about rolling, so I just had
He
to make
rolled.
sure.
He rolled a perception. And it was a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a low perception.
So you hear some mulchy sort of footsteps behind where y'all are sleeping.
Draw just back bow and then that there's like fireflies around the arrow tip. Like, who is that?
You see someone like kind of a haggard looking man, Asiatic in appearance, hair short buzzed, and he steps out. His hands are dirty. He has looks like hand-me-down clothing on, and he has a knife in one hand. I was going for firewood.
We don't have firewood, motherfucker. Now, how many of it is you?
3.
Would we be waking up here? I mean, Jolan's loud. Like, he is not a quiet halfling ranger here. Like.
Okay, you're gonna do an insight or?
That is going to be a 19 on that. I mean, 18 on the inside.
Okay. He lying.
You are lying to the skin of your teeth.
Okay, who has a passive perception over 15? So you're the only one that wakes up. Oh, and Anton wakes up late. What is going on?
We got us some company. What the fuck are you doing here? I suggest you get gone.
Yes, I am going to go away now. Yeah.
No, you are not. You are going to
sounds like
stay your ugly
bullshit.
ass right there until my friends wake up, and then we're going to deal with you properly.
Well, but if you don't have to call me names.
Shut the fuck up.
Bunedict's just gonna sit up and stare very grumpily with those weird orange swirling eyes. What exactly are you here to do? And don't lie, I'll know, and then I'll let him gut you.
The song is called Midnight Meeting, very appropriate.
Tell the truth or I'll let him gut you.
We were just trying. No, that's not good.
Bullshit. Truth. Now.
We were going to do a little bit of robbery.
Arrow.
Hey, no,
Shoot him
wait,
straight in the kneecap.
Oh god.
Give me a. It's not going to be a bad roll. But give me a attack roll.
Oh, that was almost a crit. That's going to be a 28.
You're losing a whole damn leg.
Oh yeah. He's like, hey, wait. And
Patella.
it goes straight through the middle of the kneecap, and you see it come out, and you just see blood splatter, and he's like,
That is what your bitch ass get. Now then, if there any of that, the rest of your bullshit sack of potatoes want to play, get your asses on the way from our camp.
Would I be awake now?
y'all would be awake now, and you see the other people like, Okay, you have no idea. You're good.
Hold up, before you go.
I have no weapons. Do not shoot me.
Oh no, I won't. He will. Anyway,
I feel like they're fearing.
I have a riddle for you.
What? I don't like riddles.
What do you have in your pockets?
It's about to be fingers.
I have some beef jerky.
Okay, you're gonna put that down on the log. What's in the other pocket?
I've got a 6 on that inside check.
What is that?
It's family heirloom.
Put it on the log. Let's see what it is. We'll decide if you get to keep it or not. This is tax for being an asshole in the middle of the night.
How many individuals are there?
There's about 6.
All of you, pockets empty.
And you see the one that was doing it? It's not a family heirloom. It's just a coin purse.
How much is in it?
I feel like they're not nearly scared enough.
It's only a couple copper.
Don't lie. Come on, that's an insult.
I have a question. Are they all standing within about 30 feet of each other?
Yeah.
I would like to cast Hold Person at 5th level to target 4 of them. That 1, 2,
God.
3, 4. Yeah.
Now we can't get it. What's in the
The four that the one that.
What's your DC?
15.
Okay, just.
It's a whatever the hell save it is.
And she is
Wisdom
also
save.
doing that.
So I want to target. Is Bunedict talking to one that isn't the one that Jolan shot?
Yeah, I'm talking to the next closest.
So I'll leave those 2 alone, and I'll get the other 4.
Okay, the other 4 are just sitting there like.
And then that
And then they all 4 fall down, and they're just kind of like.
as that she was doing that, I would like to cast a web, just like right at the area of where that I shot old boy at. And I need them to give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm going to throw up! Oh, that's so sticky!
That this is why that you don't go around snooping at just other camps, you low life sack of shit. Now drop your pockets. Before that, I just tear your limb from
So I'm
limb.
gonna
I
give
just
up.
already told them to empty out the pockets.
Like, as you're doing that, like, the arrow goes through, the fucking web goes on, and then, like, Hold Person hits, and you're like...
Alright, how much was in... While this is going on, how much was in your coin purse?
There's about 10 gold.
Alright,
I'm gonna put the coin purse back in his pocket. Go. Not worth me stealing.
I want to see the rest of their pockets.
What tent were you in?
Okay, so for you...
The four that I knocked out, like me, Anton, Preacher...
Between all of them, you get about 25 gold.
I'm gonna take it all. I don't know if... maybe I saw Bunedict leaving some, but 10's enough for 6 robbers. It's fine.
And
I'll split up the 25 between
they
us.
have pretty shitty, like, knives and swords and things like that.
I want to have a quick look at the knives. Is there any runes on them? No, just regular kitchen knife.
They look like cheaply made daggers, basically.
The only other thing I'm looking for is, are they're just wearing normal clothes, there's no, like, identifying markers or anything? These are just regular old wayside robbers, okay.
Honestly, they don't even look like robbers. They look more like farmers or traders or something.
That's one reason I was putting the gold back in the pocket. But lesson from someone who has been a thief before. Know when not to fucking mess with certain people. Because here's the deal. You made one very large mistake before you even factored in all of us. And that's her.
I'm gonna have her just land heavy right behind me.
Yes.
And just kind of like
You know what this is? You know what this is called?
Shoulders.
What?
You know what this is called? Knife. Yes, but a whole lot of bad idea on your part. So, if nothing else, This one would have left you smeared across the ground. Now, I don't know if that's your thing, but...
Okay, I've learned lesson. Let me get friend. And he picks up the guy with the arrow and
Now,
Hold on. Joe,
Yes.
we gotta get it out.
Fine. Just mage hand. Fireflies just float over there in the shape of a hand.
Shove it through. Don't pull it out.
He just pulls it, but then he goes back in through the other way.
and I will walk
Because
over.
pulling it out would have torn so much worse.
I mean, that's
my
what we
stomach.
always did to like things and stuff. And then like a porcupine quill one time
I feel
that
like
was
I've been
stuck,
kicking the
then we just
juice.
ripped it out.
I will.
Yes,
I
I'm
will
just
walk
saying
over
that he's...
there.
Okay,
And
if you pulled that arrow back out, you would have cut every tendon and left him lame.
He's already lame. That was just a
Cast healing
Yes.
kneecap. That knee is
Okay.
shattered.
on the guy.
He has no kneecap.
For 6.
And plus then that the fireflies got in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's infected.
So he's like, oh, it feels better though.
I'm gonna put the tip of my scythe under his chin so he looks at me. Make better choices.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll drop the hold person
I will drop way up.
and pull the scythe away. Go now. So that's 5 gold for everybody, including Anton.
Bunedict's not going to take any of the gold.
I give it to Anton.
I don't know where you got this, but thank you. He's just completely oblivious.
You left them 2 apiece.
Okay, so with that out of the way,
I don't like robbing farmers that are desperate and trying to steal.
Make better choices in
That they need to make better fucking
made-
It's
choices.
They
called
made a-
punishment.
They have been punished. You held them. One of them got an arrow through the knee. They're now terrified of the giant
If
statue.
money is more important to them than their own sleep and lives, then a little bit of physical punishment is hardly going to go as far as taking money.
plus he seems to be walking away very well. I mean, you healed them very,
She did do that. That was decent.
like, otherwise that wound would have crippled them.
They had 35 gold between the 6 of them. We left them with about a third of it. That's plenty.
To be fair, I could have just set them down on the log and told them all about Paler, and they could have made better life choices.
No. It's too late.
What is
No,
it, Paylor?
then that
It's too late or too early
Wait,
for
we've
that.
had this
at
conversation,
point.
Antoine.
That actually
Oh, yeah,
sounds
he's-
worse
he's
than what I
his
did.
Big sun
It's
man.
the sun, you like the coven, which are here.
You know what? I'm going back to
sun.
sleep now because he's about to explain this.
It is,
Is it still Joe's watch or?
Jolan, now, since y'all have been awake, it is now yours and Anton's. Do you want him to help you, or do you want him
Back
to do
to sleep,
separate?
though.
My perception is a +4. I don't know what he's got.
He's
All right, then
basically-
I'll roll and he helped me.
yeah. So roll with advantage.
15 or hey, 21.
As everything kind of goes down, you notice all the guys that were trying to rob y'all.
Dramatic.
They go back to where they were sleeping, and you just kind of, for a few hours, you just watch them like kind of rustle, and then every now and then you see they just kind of like lock eyes with you for a second, and then they're
My
like,
solid black eyes, yeah. I could have
it's
done a
like
lot worse.
you have a interesting presence with people.
It's a gift.
That's good. It's
the
good
gift
to
that
have
keeps on
gifts.
giving.
You live alone for long enough and you forget how to people.
And sometimes I wish I had lived alone when I was a
No, you
child.
don't. No, you don't.
Sometimes I do.
When you don't have people around, the nightmares are the only company you have, and that's never any fun.
What if your household is a nightmare?
Even still.
Anyway, so what do you think is in Tyrannic?
Too much to tell.
Too much in terms of...
There's a possibility that whoever enslaved or resurrected Bad Anton is there. There's a possibility that the people who... the Axes may have a presence there, so... Too much.
So do you think the Axes are behind...
Migolfa seems to think so.
Well, if she thinks so, then we must stop them.
One way or the other, they are
Where are the Axes?
apparently, so far as we know, set on keeping the Coven from reuniting, and that is obviously against all of our goals, so
Good or bad?
if for nothing else, we'll take care of that.
Technically speaking, I worship the god.
Well, I will help you to the best of my ability.
I'm sure you will do fine.
Anyway, I am going to bed.
He just like literally falls over.
Teenage kids, man.
I am very tired, and I took an
I mean,
But when did you get Neville?
at this point, I'm this close to adopting him too. Like, oh.
Wait, I thought the whole party has just adopted.
We pretty much adopted.
Y'all have a DMPC now.
Yay!
Till the DM
as
gets
long as
tired
you
of
can keep
PC.
him alive.
Oh, we're keeping him.
We're gonna feed them, and we'll take care of them. We'll take them on walks.
I will try to find a I don't know, like a stone or something that's got at least one flat surface that's pretty wide. I'm gonna start scraping on it with my nails, starting to slowly like carve it into something.
Okay.
It'll take a few nights, but I'm working on it.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. On your turn, you're at the last watch.
Yep. I'm gonna roll 2 perception checks, because I'm not the only one watching. What is her perception? Bad.
You bastard.
I mean, she's got a grand total of 0 on her perception.
Oh god, we're gonna die twice.
She's not skillful. So that's
Okay.
so that's a 12 for Preacher and a 16 for Thunderclap.
The night goes by uninterrupted. And by the time your watch ends, the sun comes up and y'all are watching the people that try to assault you sheepishly try to get their things together.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
Oh man, they weren't camping too far away.
I want to kind of crouch on the edge of the hill and just kind of like watch them.
Y'all are just like fucking creeping.
I'm being polite and
Dad,
I'm being morningly, which is terrible for everybody.
I am basically just going to send like a firefly over that is glowing brightly in the morning, which shouldn't be happening. Good morning. I'm just watching you.
We're always
my
watching.
It's just a firefly. It ain't going to bite you yet.
I could.
It just explodes.
And then they rush to get their things together as y'all wake up.
I think Preacher
Fear
is
as
going
a
to be a bit of a smart ass, and he's going to walk down there.
Oh god.
Okay, so what do you do?
Good morning. How'd y'all sleep? Well, I hope. We didn't realize we had extra campers out here. So, where are y'all from?
I am sorry. I am from Valenglab.
Just answer his questions. It'll go much faster.
I am from Valenglab. My name is.
Don't let him talk to you about Paylor. He's a bit of a fanatic.
He's gonna do it anyway.
My name
He
is
might.
Luca. I am from Valenglab. I usually sell salts, but I cannot sell salts right now. Don't try to kill
Oh
me.
god, they're drug dealers.
No.
They're out of work drug dealers.
You know, last night was just a misunderstanding. Some misguided workers who, you know,
Yes, I am
made some
very
bad
sorry.
choices.
I should not have tried to attack you. I am very sorry. Do not shoot me in the leg.
Y'all are ways off from Balanclaw. What brings you up this way?
We are trying to sell.
Highway robbery.
Well, besides that.
We are trying to
I
sell
think it was
goods.
more of
We
a
are
crime of
unable.
opportunity.
we are unable to sell tomatoes. They do not want tomatoes there. They said, oh, we are a meatery. And I was like, well, tomatoes are good for stew. And they were like, no, we do not like tomatoes. And I was like, well, you know, fuck you.
You should go to Meldrida. They like stew in Meldrida.
Yeah?
Do they like stew in Meldrida? I've never been to Meldrida.
So says Meldred.
That is
That
weird.
might
I
be-
never went to Meldrida before. You know, it's only a few days away.
That might be where you could sell your tomatoes. They do like
And
stew.
change your life around before somebody else makes you have no life.
You're very scary.
Good.
But, you know, we are more forgiving than some.
Gonna stand against the rising sun and throw out my wings. Your worst nightmare.
Please do not shoot me or my friend
So-
me again.
Is anybody else hearing Denny Elfman music in the background after she did that?
So, y'all worked in the mines.
We used to work in mine.
That would have been really good for when you shot the arrow.
I just
Goes the patella.
I used to work in mine, and I used to go between the towns to give out the salts. But since we are unable to go into mines, we have to find other forms of employment. Unfortunately, not many people like tomatoes.
well, why can't you go into the mines? What's going on?
Something's trying to kill us in mine. It's scary.
Is it eating people?
I don't know if it's eating people. It is nympha.
What'd you do to piss it off?
But that's what we're trying to figure out.
Here. Have a sit down. And I pull out the
I'm out.
loaf of
Yeah.
bread and I pick off like a chunk and I just, hand it to...
He starts eating. He's like,
Oh,
this
Brady's
is really
feeding you."
good. Holy shit.
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta roll. Let's see. I rolled a 6, so that's 10 charges back when I spent 1. So it's just 1 charge.
Nice. I mean,
It's my spice bag is full again. That was country as fuck. What the fuck
my
did that?
spice bag is full again.
Yeah, my...
Butter on the
Bag
inside.
I got my dang old spice. I got my cayenne. I got my.
Oh god, that'd be
my
terrible if I
oregano.
just tried to put the bag over someone's head with mace.
Yes,
Do you like some habanero spice?
Ghost pepper.
jalapeno seeds.
Just also, it's like I feel like I have to be evil now.
How about
because-
some chili, son?
I mean,
Wait, who has? Someone has Snuggles.
I'm not giving him like a big portion of that loaf, but
He still had. He's the one with Snuggles right now.
That dog could have been on watch.
so there's something down there that's killing people as they enter the mine. That's
Yeah, well,
interesting.
it is something that attacks people in the mine.
Rachel, we gotta go.
we gotta go. Dad, we can just give them
Make
pamphlets.
converts later. And preferably not from people that have been trying to kill us.
I am very sorry for that. I will not try to kill you again.
Yeah, shut it.
Next time that you will be my trophy.
That is very weird. I am going away now.
Yeah.
Well, they made it weird.
Fair.
Yes.
Fair. Oh, they did give me some good information. We know better what's going on down in Valaklav, if it affects anything.
What's going on?
The guy with that got the arrows in the just 1 second, and in a quick motion, I'm going to take my healing arrow and hit him in the leg with it.
I already healed him last night. He's fine.
Oh.
Okay,
I
now
didn't realize he was still fine.
it's going on. You have 3. This is
Well, I did sleep.
yeah. So okay, so
There's 3 charges total.
Or-
isn't
You
there?
said
Did I
4.
say 4?
You said 4 charges, but you started me with 3.
I can't remember.
So,
So let's say 4 charges.
so I'm up to 4.
Okay, so you stab him. He's like,
This feels nice.
oh, this is. Oh, it moves more than I thought it would. Oh, it is more mobile now. Oh.
Creature, what are you doing down there?
Stabbing him in the leg with an arrow.
I can go jumping jack.
Oh, I'm proud of you now.
Now remember, path of righteousness is through good deeds. Carry on. Get lost.
Okay, I go now. Bye. Okay, so y'all are... Everyone's packing up. Everyone's going. Y'all are going to Tyrannic.
Mm-hmm.
It is time for the roll.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
What roll?
The fancy die?
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
They're eating her, and then they're going to eat me.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
as
God.
y'all are...
I did have a question. So
Yes.
since I had like an early morning watch, do I get benefits of long rest
Yes.
or only short?
Yes.
Thank you.
We have 4 watches, which usually go a little bit over 8 hours.
Yeah. So y'all are fine. Even then, I'm not gonna keep.
Spell slots. Especially my big one.
Yeah. So y'all are walking, and y'all get through the forest, and you notice you get to a bridge. And as you walk over the bridge, you get to the apex of the bridge.
Is there a troll under the bridge?
No.
Damn it.
You do see a horse to the right drinking from the water.
A horse.
Yeah, you see a horse.
A saddle? Anything on it?
No, just a horse.
Is a horse.
that's
A white horse.
God damn it, if this is a unicorn.
It could be.
It's a horse. Just regular
What do your
horse.
halfling eyes see?
That is
You
a
see pretty well.
29.
29?
Yes.
Oh god.
You don't see a horn. You do see the hooves are backwards.
That this is an unnatural horse. That those hooves are backwards.
It's just drinking from the water though.
That's weird.
That's kind of unsettling.
As a horse girl, I'm feeling twinges.
Can I make a nature? Kind of would be nature or arcana.
Either or. I'll let you
Because-
pick either. Do you have a stat in any of them? Are you trained in any of them, I should say?
I am trained in Arcana.
If you want to roll. Yeah. It's a higher check.
I am I'm trained in nature.
Yeah, it's going to be a higher
Okay, so I got
PC
advantage on
in
this.
Arcana than it would be in nature, but
Okay.
So, that I rolled double 3s, so that's a 6.
21.
Wait, what did
I rolled with advantage because if it's
nature? Oh,
nature, I did since it's Fey. Oh wait, sorry. Intelligence check. Is intelligence check nature?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I rolled with advantage. I rolled 2 3s, which gives me a 6 no matter what. So weird horse.
you don't know what it is. What did
I
you get?
rolled a 21 Arcana.
You have betrayed me,
21?
dice.
You've heard stories of a creature that drags children into the water when they try to pet it.
Yeah, I think we should scare it off.
For the why.
Why?
It's not hurting anyone.
I mean, you said its hooves are backwards. It's
Yeah.
definitely unnatural.
If
I
it's scared off,
remember.
it's just gonna come back later.
I remember stories from one town that I visited that there was a horse of sorts, unnatural, very similar to this, that would drag children into the rivers and drown them.
Oh fuck that, we're killing it.
I mean,
Well,
that could just be, stories parents tell their kids that behave, so I think we should just scare it off.
No, you.
Am I gonna listen to this?
Do you see that face? Do you see that face?
No.
I'm gonna allow preacher's advice to dictate my actions.
Okay.
That is a surprise.
So you're gonna try and scare off the beast.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you gonna do then?
Stare at Vipera in shock for a moment.
We got other things to do. It's probably more dangerous than it looks, right?
I'm just surprised you're taking my advice on her. But
I'm assuming your statue's flying and not actually walking across this bridge while we're having
Why
this
don't
conversation.
we just have
yes, the statue is going to
beautiful
go
chick there.
and try and scare it off.
Okay, so the statue flies over there,
Mm-hmm.
and is the statue gonna like try and do anything, or
Yeah, it's
make her do a dive bomb thing like a mockingbird.
yeah. She's gonna go up and dive at it.
okay, die?
Like
Is it gonna try and hit?
No.
So it's gonna go
It's gonna-
right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing does not flinch. It looks at your statue, and then goes back to drinking the water.
Okay, we probably shouldn't waste any more time. It's like, if we don't kill it, then it's still going to exist, so it will still be doing what it
It
does.
inches a little bit towards your statue. It doesn't touch. It's still drinking water, by the way.
So compared to the statue, how big is this horse?
It's like a Clydesdale size.
I'm gonna shout in Sylvan. Leave it alone and we'll leave.
It looks at you. Give me a persuasion.
Please don't fuck me over like the other two. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
It looks at you, and then it just walks away, following the river.
Let's just keep moving. Like,
Yeah.
if we don't take it out of the world, then it still exists anyway. It's fine. Just
I mean,
Oh, the thing is, if you kill certain things in their own realm where they're from, they reform. Well, that's if you kill them in the other realms. That's right. And just gonna keep walking. There's a thing called a Rakshasa. If you kill it anywhere else, it goes back to hell, reforms, and then can come back. You gotta go to hell to kill it.
Oh,
It'll never
that
come
was
back.
a fun hunt.
Oh, you killed one.
Yeah.
I heard there's one that has a really good traveling delicatessen.
what is delicatessen?
What is Rakshasa?
Oh, it looks like a tiger person. The hands are backwards.
So like the hooves.
Yes, but
How?
yes, it's weird. It works though.
And then that they can appear to be anybody that they want.
Yeah, they
How would I
shapeshift.
grab things?
The
backwards.
I mean, they can only grab a ale mug in the way that looks like they're going to start a fight.
Well, that is true. That is weird.
yeah. So,
Anyway, walking and talking.
right?
Yeah.
Let us go into the town. We are almost there. So y'all are crossing the bridge, and it isn't very long until you reach the village of Tyrannek. And as you reach the village, you see people looking at you strangely, and then they move out.
Strangely.
As in, like, part the way moving
Like
out.
they mean mug y'all a little bit, and then
Oh.
they.
To be
go-
fair, with the exception of this one,
well, these two are.
and they also have wreaths,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we don't look normal, and plus we're walking around basically with somebody's kink behind us.
A few people's came behind you.
So, are that they mainly me-mugging me in Preacher?
Yeah.
What about Anton and his vestments?
There. I mean, it's hard to say. Give me a perception.
7.
It's hard to say.
Anything with a passive 19?
They're looking all of you up and down. They're looking at you especially. They're not so much looking at Anton, but the rest of the party they're really interested in. But as soon as they start looking at y'all, they disperse. Like it seems like the townspeople are just dispersing into into buildings, and you hear locking as they go in.
Well,
What
at least
a
we know we
horrible-
can clear the streets.
Yeah, this...
I'm assuming they're saying the neighborhood's not safe because we showed up.
Yeah.
I mean, she don't get that.
I don't think that they was wondered about Thunder... What is that?
Sounds like a horse. Is it our friend from the river?
Y'all look around and you see what looks to be a man on a horse.
Is it a centaur?
No, it's not.
Damn
a
it!
centaur.
He can't. That's not a man on a horse. That is a man that
Is
a horse.
It's a man horse.
However, his father could have been a man on a horse for this to occur.
And you see in these similar vestments to what you found at Chivani, but only they're like purple and blue.
Oh, who's you have my...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and you see the hair is up in like this really ornate sort of uncharacteristic sort of like fanciful like flair.
Does he have Fabio hair?
He has Fabio hair, but like it's braided in such a way that it looks really fancy and really sexy. But he's like sitting there looking at y'all, and as he looks at y'all see like guards just come out of the woodworks and out of the alleyways. It's like newcomers into the Elden Wild, I see.
Yes.
Somewhat.
By
Nice
Megotha's command.
Megotha's, you say?
Yes.
Well,
How does he look when I respond that way?
it looks like he smells bullshit, but you know,
Okay.
he probably just isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, our speaker said that you would be in town.
Indeed.
Okay.
Okay,
You will follow us to his abode.
Certainly.
alright.
Gonna lean over to Anton. Worst case scenario, you have to fuck this speaker. Worst case scenario, Anton. I took one for the team that turned out very beneficial for me.
I'm not going to fuck Mr. Picard. No.
Picard, that's his name?
Oh, so you know him.
Yes, I've met him once or twice.
How does he look?
Okay.
at least?
Benedict's just gonna stay and keep going forward.
Bunedict, you grabbed that
Just ask
armor
him.
we found, right?
Yes, it's in my pack.
You think we should give it to Antoine?
I don't know, it's Vipera's. I'm just carrying it because she left it, and then, to be honest, we kind of forgot about it on the road.
Yeah, a little bit.
Antoine,
do you have like magical protections that you can cast on yourself, or are you just kind of going with robes and power of faith?
I'm just going with the flow, as they say.
Yeah, Vipera, I kind of want to give Antoine your armor.
Do we even know what kind of magical properties it has?
No, that's the reason I don't think anybody put it on.
I'll put it on.
This
You
is
want to get
not-
possessed too?
In the middle of the street.
Excuse
try.
me, what
We're
are
just-
y'all doing?
We're following.
We're walking and talking.
Come on.
Sorry, we're just admiring the.
Oh, you are a peach, aren't you?
I mean, I can go
I
faster.
definitely am.
Point me in the direction.
And he just keeps.
Well, I assume we're falling in line without any issue.
Yeah, y'all are. So y'all are walking and talking, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do want to kind of. So the Mr. Picard character, he's wearing like town guard captain
No, this
attire.
is not. You know that. Okay, you've heard the name before, but this person is not Picard. He is the one leading you to Picard. I probably got things mixed up. He is the chief town guard.
Okay.
So
Or he's the captain.
The pub.
Guard captain.
Yes.
Did we see a vineyard on the way in?
You don't see a vineyard.
No.
But, like, you haven't seen all the town.
There was a Picard vineyard that was mentioned in one of the previous
Yeah.
Meadery.
sessions. Oh,
Not-
meadery.
It was a
not
meadery.
winery.
So we'll be looking
I
for
know. I'm making a
Bee
joke.
houses.
Okay,
Bad joke.
so y'all are led into town. As y'all are being led into town, you see the townsfolk run and get into their houses as
Do we smell that bad?
No.
They're just being rude.
I don't smell like blood today.
Hey, Captain. Everyone seems a
Yeah.
little on edge. Is it us?
We usually do not have foreigners in our town.
Well, but you know Anton. He's been through here.
But he's with you.
He is. That should count for something.
It should count for something. Shut up. We
that's rude.
have orders. But do not worry about it. Worry about it when you get to Picard's abode. Can you do that? Can you shut the fuck up until we get to the speakers?
Well,
I mean,
perhaps.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Now that you've said that, the answer for at least 2 people in this group is going to be no.
Anton's like...
I mean, she'll be quiet, but that's just because she doesn't have vocal cords.
And then Anton's like...
Bunedict's just like shrugging and walking.
Yeah. Okay, so as y'all walk, you get to a huge mansion that is uncharacteristic of all the architecture you've seen. It is...
Oh, fuck. This dude's in the mid-century modern, isn't it? It's like we're walking into a Frank Lloyd Wright.
Where's the breeze brick?
It is Baroque in nature. And it is just fanciful and just colorful, and it almost offends the eyes with how much it pops out from everything else around.
Why would you paint a house chartreuse? Chartreuse in mauve?
Yeah, as you're saying that, the guards just go up and open the gates. It's like, Picard is in sight.
Why is the gate day glow green?
Thank you for the escort. So nice to have protection. And I'm gonna walk in.
Alright. Follow.
I don't think he caught my sarcasm.
No, I don't think that they care.
I don't think he cares.
Bastard.
Because, I mean, I did this as I bowed, and he didn't really acknowledge it.
You know, he went like this with the hat.
Oh.
Touche.
Gotcha.
You know.
Touche. See, now you're not even being artful with it. That's just shameful.
Well,
It's
no,
not
I'm
his
just having
awful
fun
house.
with it.
I'm claiming a moral victory.
Fuck you.
You wish. What I like is way beefier.
Oh, the Rurik, I know.
Oh.
No.
What just happened?
Rurik's reputation
Rurik has a
of
reputation.
being the beefcake supreme. Even Magatha.
Even Magatha's like, oh my goodness, look at those muscles.
Would take a bite.
Well, that the boy must have
Oh, I
had
just
at least
want to
5
massage those
dozen eggs.
Worst thing is, I'm not sure if she'd take a bite metaphorically or.
Oh no, it'd be literally.
No, it would be.
It'd be literal.
Have you seen his back? It's so amazing.
It's as large as a barge.
Canon, Magatha pegs, apparently.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Like, fucking Magatha is a top.
Yeah.
Like, obviously. Anyway.
So with the guard captain, as I'm seeing all this, Bunedict, I got this. Don't. I'm gonna go. Guard captain, I didn't catch your name. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Let me tell you about the time that I met Madrid. It was a dark, dreary day, or was it just a dark, unsettling day? Anyway,
I stopped walking and I'm slowly turning around.
I'm just gonna keep going just past the
I'm gonna go for like as long as I think I can get away with annoying the hell out of him.
I'm going to let the horse kick you in the face.
I am waiting for Preacher to walk past me. And as soon as he does, I'm slapping his ass upside the head.
Okay, I know what you actually meant, but now I'm just thinking, wow! Flipping his back up.
Now that I said it, I do kind of want to slap the horse.
The horse isn't an asshole. The guy on the horse is an asshole.
Well, if you want to do that, he's walking away. Or he's riding away.
I think we're just gonna both walk away.
He's just gonna make his way down that old town road.
Yeah. Okay, so
And I will smack
I'm
Preacher.
leaving it alone.
make your way into the mansion, and you see someone sitting there with their hair done up, very fanciful clothing on, cleanly shaven.
Have we walked into Versailles?
Rock me, Amadeus.
Very baby face, very androgynous looking, slightly pointed ears. And he looks over at y'all. Oh, so you've made it in my town. I see. I am Speaker Picard.
So, you've heard of us through the grapevine? Or the honey
Oh,
vine?
I've been keeping an eye on you for a long time, and then you picked up a little pet.
Long time. We've been here 3
Whoa.
days, you bastard.
Did he call me little pet?
Oh, I thought he was pointing at the statue. This is like.
Oh no, I'm not talking about Thunderclap.
How dare you ignore her?
I'm very sorry, she's outside the door.
This is a
She
mansion.
just like
This should be big enough
looks
for her to
through
come in here.
a window.
Well, it's a person-sized door, darling.
I like how this guy's going to game show.
I will thaumaturgy one of the windows
I mean,
so that
I can get her
Thunderclap
in here
can
if the room's big enough.
get her face in.
Oh, she's so gorgeous.
Good.
I like the little Tinkerbell thing she's doing with the leaves and the vines. It's very cute.
She used to look very different.
Oh, did she now? What did she used to look like?
She had feathered wings, more armored appearance.
Interesting. Now, can you tell me where the fuck you're from, please?
Feywild.
Feywild. Interesting. You, little preacher.
That's a very good question.
He's a homeless
don't know where
man.
you're
That
from.
town? Like, I don't know what people would call where I'm from.
He was homeless.
I mean, the town's name was Alabaster, so. But it was a dead mining town.
That sounds dreadfully boring. You, where are you from?
Feywild.
Oh, two
The
people
outskirts.
from the Feywild. Ah, it brings back memories. Oh, I'm very sorry. Where are you from, Blue One?
Outside Waterdeep. Don't ask the question if you don't want to hear the answer.
Oh,
Though,
just water deep.
Speak.
Horrible place.
Oh, so you've been there, Speaker?
Oh, a few times. I just...
Do you
Some
know,
people owe me money there, you know.
Do you know how to get back there?
Oh. Straight to the question, huh?
It's just idle chatter.
23 on insight check.
What are you trying to insight?
Vibe check, just to see if he's hiding anything or anything
Does
like
he pass the vibe check?
He doesn't pass the vibe
He does
check. He
not
seems rather sus. He is a sussy baka, as the kids say.
Yeah.
that. Jolan,
saucy baka.
no, like that Jolan,
Saucy.
it's just going to just stare like Vipera with just that. His eyes of like, not trusting this guy at all.
I'm gonna give Jolan a look, like
It's
a look over my
nothing.
shoulder is like, what do you take me for? I'm not stupid.
Is there something wrong, little one?
Why, yes, of course.
Don't
that
be sizes.
You just doesn't.
Oh no, I have the utmost respect for short kings.
Sure.
I mean that you can just flatter me all day if you would, Speaker Picard. But we are that. What? Why being so beating around the bush with us about things?
I'm not beating around anything right now.
Obviously, he's bored with his life.
I am just intrigued to see some new faces in the Elden Realm.
So intrigued that you have us escorted through your town, where everyone seems to be afraid of us already, as if the rumors have made us out to be marauding ravagers.
You know,
Wait, there are rumors?
Why else would everybody run from us?
Because we're new in town.
Why be so scared?
Superstition.
Look, the guard loved to just spread little things, and I said people were coming into town, some new faces, and they
As speaker,
scared the other people, and sometimes I just let them do what they want.
As speaker, is it not your job to foster camaraderie among your folk, as well as safety? Then why
Seems
allow them
boring.
to create these? As I said, he's bored.
So what is it that will make some excitement come about?
Oh, I am just excited to see you here because you're different from them, I can tell.
Yes.
You three seem to have a little contract going with the head honcho of the Elden Wild. Am I wrong on that? I can see the little threads.
And how does that make you feel?
Oh, yeah, I'm just
To
so
be able to see
interested.
something so obvious.
It's not as obvious as you think. Rurik spent a few days with you, and I can him on you.
You're
It's
a
not
fucking
as
creepy
obvious as
bastard.
Oh, I take pride in that.
No, it's not.
So, what brings you to my little town?
Oh, you know, just resurrected ghosts of people who killed the coven.
That's a lot. I don't.
Oh, and you didn't know that. Oh, I'm sorry. You must be stupid.
Also, a murder.
A murder. You say?
Yes.
Yes, a
Well,
murder.
there's quite a bit of murders in the towns of the Elden Wild. What kind of murder?
The Striga family, to be precise.
What's a
Wasn't-
striga?
Oh, well, I do believe that a Striga is a type of supernatural creature that is not to be really messed with.
You're thinking of a strigoid.
Well, there's also a Striga, it's a cousin.
Anyways.
You might be right. I don't know.
It's odd. Names get thrown around so often.
Who wants some wine?
No.
No, thank you.
We thought we thought the Picard family was all about mead.
Oh, we do mead and we do wine. We do a hopped mead. We do a cooked mead that tastes a lot like marshmallows and caramel. We do a red wine. We do a dry wine, and we do a semi-sweet. We had just started doing a blackberry wine. Oh, it's so good.
Perhaps later.
Perception check around this room to see that if you don't got no guards or anything like
Yeah, go
behind paintings and stuff watching us.
Can I help?
Yeah, go ahead.
That'd be a 24.
As you're looking around, you don't see any guards per se. You see outlines of what you think might be humanoid.
Outlines.
Like you look into a corner and you see,
See a silhouette.
yeah.
Keeper.
Speak.
Sorry, speaker. Other than just wanting
I'm
to.
very sorry. It's such a long night. I'm sorry, dear. What is it?
Are we done here? What exactly did you just want to see us?
Oh, I'm just curious on what you're doing in my little town.
Passing through, mostly.
Oh, passing through, you said.
We're headed to Maldreda for the feast.
Oh, you're very far away from me.
We didn't want to go past Yvonne.
Yvonne, are you really... You look like a capable source. You cannot deal with one...
Why trespass on one man's privacy and solitude? I mean,
That is true. That is his neck of the woods. Wow.
So you are willing to go all the way around the Elden Wild?
we're exploring. We haven't been here
Yeah,
before.
we get to see your
Mhm.
pleasant little town. We get to see Alaska.
If I end up
as
having to
well.
make a deception check, I'm fucked.
I mean, we've already been in Chivani.
Yes, Chivani.
You mean the ruins
Yeah.
that is Chivani,
Oh.
the dead place.
Yeah, we passed through there.
The place that has
Nice.
been destroyed by Nigatha.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
part of our sightseeing pilgrimage.
We were kind of scoping it. We thought about maybe gentrifying it, trying to
Yeah.
revitalize it.
That's funny. Good luck.
And you know exactly where we just came from. You just
Oh,
spoke of the,
you came from Ouroboros. I
Yeah.
know the road from there.
So.
What time of day is it right now? Like how long? did
It's
it
about
last?
the evening time.
Oh, it took us that long? Damn.
Damn.
Oh wait, no. It's about afternoon. I'm sorry.
Okay. To be entirely honest, We didn't expect the road to be quite as long as it was. It wouldn't be amiss if we could perchance spend the night, perhaps. That would sate your curiosity a little more before we're on our way in the morning.
Spend the night, you say?
Well, not with you.
Oh, I'm not asking for that. I'm asking a little tip for that.
In what way?
A little bit of a deal.
What kind of deal?
We're
What
already
kind
kind
of
of
deal?
employed, so it would have to make, we'd have to see if it would even work with the deal.
I would like to know what is up with Pilaska. And you can stay here in my town for free. And I'll see to it if you just give me a little bit of information. You know?
Well, you do know we haven't been there yet.
Oh,
So
I
this is
know.
this is
just
an in advance type of situation then.
now look. The people of Tyranic love their ale. They just drink it up. Like, I try to, substitute with different kinds of meat. I get the hops and I get all the other things, but people just gravitate to the ale. I guess I'm not doing things right.
So you were in direct competition with the Elysium Brewery, is what you're saying?
I wouldn't say that. I think we have a contentious relationship.
In direct competition.
And I would like to know what's going on in that town.
So you're asking for espionage.
Sure, if that's what you go. If you can get things moving, that'd be good. Or just tell me what's going on there.
Well, it just so happens that we have to go to Pulaska anyway, or at least pass through. So.
Yeah.
What is it that you're going to Alaska
Oh no,
for?
we're passing through. We're heading to Meldrida. Remember,
Yeah.
we're going to see the
Yeah,
festival?
we have to
that's
go
It's
to
on the
Meldrida.
way.
Everyone, give me a deception.
Tristan, film me.
Damn it!
The dunk. The dunk.
Did you not?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, nice for a total of
24.
okay.
I got a 17.
17. What did you get? A 1?
Crit fail.
Oh my
Crit
god.
fail.
I have a +1, so it's
So
a 2.
he's looking at y'all, and then he's looking at y'all. He's looking. Oh, is that what you're going there for?
That's
Just
what our group
passing
is going
through,
there
huh?
for.
Interesting.
Anton invited us to the festival. It sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, I got to roll for Anton. Yes, we are going for festival. We are going.
I mean, he did invite us to the festival.
And he's like, yes, we are going to pass through Pilaska. And then you
What?
see
He doesn't know
Alex
why we're going to
sit there
Pilaska.
like this.
Just gonna,
Alex?
just
His
gonna,
name is Alex Picard.
I don't
just
know.
gonna stick a paw out and slowly slide Anton behind
What
me.
Oh,
languages
that-
do people know?
That poor boy.
He has a bit of a thing about speaking in crowds. It's
He,
part of his
he has a
training.
bit of a thing about trying to lie.
Languages?
And
Protecting oneself
Common,
is an
Sylvan,
essential in
Elvish,
places where you're
Dwarvish,
new.
Infernal, Goblin.
Okay.
so I'm wondering why you're not doing
Up
it
in
here
just-
in my lair.
Elvish that Jolan is
What?
going to whisper.
Why aren't you preserving yourself in my lair by blatantly lying to me? I mean, that seems a bit.
Leia.
Our group,
Well, this is. I mean, I call it a lair. I love
he's
it.
dramatic,
You know
can't you
what?
tell?
We can call it a mansion, an abode, a house. It's a bit big for a house. It doesn't look like it.
Going to. I'm looking this guy over now that he has called it a lair.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you doing?
I guess it would have to be investigation, or would it be perception?
Also, I should say, I didn't say it before, this person's gender is hard to determine. So, like, I should be saying they, them.
I will give
Very
you
incorrect.
advantage
Yeah.
on the
So it's hard to
investigation.
know
You're
what
giving me
they
an
are.
advantage on the investigation.
Yeah.
21.
21? As they're
Yeah,
looking,
21.
You don't see anything about the layer, but as you look at their eyes, you see, like, shimmering and swirls that were hard to notice beforehand. And
Is it kind of like mine?
Similar, yes. And you see the ears like point up, and the nails are sharpened, and just a tinge of a way you can tell this is Fey-like.
Good speaker.
Oh,
Where are you originally from?
Oh, I'm from the Elden.
Insight.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Insight is a wisdom check. Fuck. That's a 4 plus a 6. That's a 10.
Going to.
He seems...
I'm gonna lean back and then multiple people speak infernal, don't they?
No.
No.
Yes. You spoke Infernal earlier.
Oh, I said primordial. Wait.
You
or
said
is
you
that-
said
You
Infernal.
said infernal.
Okay, then infernal.
I'm gonna just whisper infernal. Faye. She.
And also up in infernal, I'm gonna say there are outlines of people
You
around.
hear Infernal. Oh, y'all are speaking in Infernal now.
Fuck.
just an infernal.
I've been to Avernus myself, you know.
Did you find the delicatessen?
Yes.
Okay, it
What
does.
about the,
It does
what
exist.
about the
Rakshasa.
Yeah.
That's who runs the delicatessen.
yeah.
That's what I heard in the rumors.
Are his hands still backwards?
Oh, you talk. Yes, the hands are always backwards with the Rashad.
But are they
So
really?
strange.
Are they backwards for them though? I mean, or do we all have the backwards hands?
If I have backwards
Who
hands,
knows?
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Will you do this one task for me?
We already said we would, dear.
So, well, hold on. You're wishing to broker a deal. You're offering us hospitality, safe lodging, and to be unmolested while we stay here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
For us to go to another city and find out what the fuck's up with that. We have no clue how dangerous that is.
You don't.
We're already passing by there.
We are,
Although, this is what I'll say. No, I'm not going to spill too much. I know you three are being watched like little hogs from... And you have something about you that they can't see, can they? Do they know you're even here?
I don't know.
It's
I've
hard to see.
never met them. But, good speaker, we are going to go to another city that, from what I understand, there are some rather angry people that don't like the religion that my compatriots seem to be working for, and they have axe in the name, which means they probably are well equipped. And they've been able to shut down a whole city and no one else can bust in. So, for things to equal out on the scales, I think you need to sweeten the pot just a little bit and maybe help us get some information we're looking for as well.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Oh, thank God that one's gone. So that is persuasion.
You just gotta beat his insight.
That's 18.
That beats it by 4.
Fair must
really
be
have.
fair.
You really have been in the Feywild, haven't you?
I've dealt with
I
plenty.
can see it in your eyes. Maybe that's why she cannot perceive you. But maybe you have something else about you. What do you think
About.
about what I was just talking about? Were you listening?
I was admiring the decor.
Oh, that's fine. Look! Oh, look at this right here. Do you? Is this not beautiful? I just had this redone.
I think it would look even better with a little something from Baldur's Gate.
That's so far away, though.
You gotta go. You said you've been by Waterdeep after a
I
while.
have, but then I have to go and just bypass the security that MacArthur puts in, and then that's more people I have to kill, and then she gets mad, and I'm sorry.
Pardon me, choking on my own spit. Why not use the gate in Pilaska?
Do you think there's a gate in Alaska?
I
Do
have
you
it on
know
good-
something I don't?
I have it on good authority and good information that there is a gate in Pilaska.
Interesting. You might be of use yet, although those threats of yours, they need to go.
Oh, I have a contract to fulfill.
Oh. Okay. Well, we'll see how far that gets you. In the meantime, are you looking to do something? A little extra on the side for me?
Depends on what you're asking.
He's already said it 1,000 times.
No.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Some people, it's
Oh, I wasn't listening to him. Sorry. I was zoning out.
it's fine. It's
I
fine.
mean, if you stare at that picture long enough, you start seeing other things.
Yeah?
Let your eyes
religious
unfocus.
people, not that smart. Anyway, I just need you to go check out Palaska for me. You see, Anton like, wait, is he talking about us?
Yes.
Anton, look at that picture right there. Just let your eyes go unfocused.
Oh.
Do you see this? Do you see the boat?
I do not, but it's a pretty painting.
I'm trying to say there's a magic eye picture somewhere in this damn thing.
No, that it
So-
isn't a magic eye. It's like shape of humanoids.
No, I'm just telling him because he's not paying attention. I'm just
Right.
like,
So you wanted a little bit to sweeten the pot.
yes. There's something I'm looking into on behalf of...
I might be able to
Rick.
help you. You three leave the table.
Secrets! Good thing, because I gotta go pee. Oh, sorry.
Fix the light.
So,
I'm trying to decide if Preacher
Well-
would willingly leave the room for this conversation. Is he making our characters leave?
he's like, you three.
It'll be fine. Just stay outside the door.
It's okay. I will not hurt your friend, as cute as he may be.
Yeah, I don't think I could get away with it.
Mm.
Oh well.
So, I have a little bit of something that I would like that maybe you could find, but it's going to require you to not tell them. You can figure out how you're going to do that if you feel like. By the way, just as a note,
In Sylvan.
it's in Sylvan, and Anton is also left.
I figured Anton went with them. Just we need to make a little puppet for Anton,
Yeah, just
like we do with Talgor.
but look.
Speaker,
Yes.
the sweeten the pot to make it worth and even in all aspects, which I know would just drive you crazy if it wasn't. And I would know that the contract would not be written correctly if we didn't both come to terms amicably.
Oh, this is what this is for. I have something that I
No,
know.
what I'm saying is you want us, like I said, you're going to give us hospitality, which you're due to give us anyway by the laws. Because we came here, free will, good faith.
Yes.
So the hospitality part really doesn't factor into you doing much for us. As the host, and as a Fey Lord, you know that you must grant us hospitality as long as we actually uphold our end of the deal. That's normal. Now, the deal of wanting us to go into a town that we have next to no clue about, because there's a issue with a group that doesn't like the hags that are in charge of this world, that wants to be violent, and will probably be violent with us, because I think you can understand with my compatriots. They're not subtle. So it is a great risk for you to be trying to pay us with what you owe due as the host and lord of this town by the proper ways and laws of the courts. Now, what I'm going to ask in exchange is that while we also go through the town, not just in our lodgings or not just within your home, we go unmolested. The second thing I'm going to ask is that you give me some information on why I had to come here about a knife that was involved in a murder back in another town. Freely given information for a service that will be rendered in the other town.
You said you were from the Feywild.
Yes.
You know you can't just stay anywhere in the Feywild without appeasing. Yes?
Yes. I've had to make offerings more than once.
And I'm sure you've seen what I am.
Yes. I'm assuming you're one of the High Shi.
You're a clever one.
I also know that means you're of one of two courts that have rules.
It's true.
Rules that you must obey as long as we don't take advantage of them. And that's why I said the hospitality you're offering us is to be freely given as long as we don't spit in your face. I don't intend to.
You've put me in an awkward place.
No, I'm pretty sure that you put yourself in an awkward place. However, some of this is actually quite good.
Oh, thank you. You see, I thought about just slaughtering you lot before you came into town, but...
Yes, but that would violate the courts, wouldn't it?
It would, potentially, but... You know, I have a feeling that your friends, at least, I don't smell Magath on you, but your friends are not as happy with the deal they have.
I know next to nothing about the deal they have.
Well, allow me to sweeten the pot, then.
The deal I want is for you to explain to me why I came here about a knife back in Ouroboros. It led to here.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Insight. That's an 11.
Hard to read. However, I'll tell you something. Just between us two, right now, I'm not a big fan of Magath.
It seems many aren't. Including at least 1/3 of what was here earlier.
Which is why I suggest something that I know they would like, although they're going to have to figure out a way to cut the thread, so to speak. I know of a weapon that can kill Magatha.
If this is you sweetening the pot for me, I'm not following. Killing Magatha seems more like something for you, so you telling me where the weapon is, so I can find it and then use it, seems to be more of a equal trade right there, because you're sending me on a fetch-it quest.
Unfortunately, I am unable to approach the area, the cave in which this weapon resides. The sorcerer, Konchak.
Well, the one that's just a head in a box.
Is he a head in a box?
I think he was a head in a box. I'm sorry, I think it was Rourke, but it's kind of hard to pay attention sometimes, because just...
Oh, he is. Yeah. let's not get distracted.
Too late.
A special effect is around the doorway. It's unable for me to bypass that security.
It's to keep the Fae out.
Yes. Now, your little friends right here, your little Fae touch, they might die getting close. But you, I think you, and maybe,
Oh, that one?
the angry one.
Oh, she is so angry.
She is very angry.
Probably rightfully so, but therapy is needed.
And I don't know about the boy. Like,
The boy's not going to be involved in that. I'm not going to help. I'm not going to make him destroy his
well,
own
that's
legion.
good. I was going to say kill him. However,
I'm not killing what's probably going to be the equivalent of an adopted son for me in a couple days.
I'm just saying I can give you the key to get in the door.
This still seems more of like a benefit for you, because let me guess, if we were to get this, effectively use it, there's a power vacuum. You might not be a coven, but you must actually have some power if you're able to reside here and pop through and pop out of the defense mechanism. So,
This is true. However-
you want to replace them, don't you?
In a sense.
Or do you just wish to carve out your own territory that's a little bit larger than one city? Because for someone as opulent as yourself, this probably is not enough, is it?
Here's the thing. Migatha, she caused a lot of problems. And the problems she caused swallowed the Elden Wild. I was just itty bitty Faye, just
You just got caught up in it. You got caught up in it when everything went down.
and I was just trying to have my fun, just go about my business, and then the dark powers come in and take this entire place to the domain, to Ravenloft, to where my
that's
powers.
where, is that where we are?
Oh yes.
Oh, I spent like a day in Barovia. Oh shit.
Oh yes.
This is bad. Okay. So, boiling down, you got trapped. You're salty about it. You blame them for it because really it is their fault. Correct?
I wouldn't say I'm trapped, so to speak, but I like this place, and I would like to do more with it. And it's
So it's like it's your neighborhood and you don't want to let it go down.
yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I want to help my neighborhood in the sense that I want Migatha dead, and her entire fucking coven, and every spawn and every brood that they have created. I want them dead and buried. And I want the Elden Wild to return to the realm it was rightfully meant to be in.
I don't really have that much of a problem with that. However, here's the position you're putting me in. I know your motivations now. Thank you for being mostly honest. Still, you're sending me on a fetch it for a motor weapon, implying I need to use said motor weapon, because you're not going to use it, are you?
If you want to hand it to me, I can use it.
So are you asking
Can
me to? Are you
only-
asking me to get this, or are you asking me to bring it back to you? Which one is it? There's a big difference between go get it and kill her yourself, or get it for me so I can do it at an opportune moment.
The biggest thing I am asking you to do is open the door so I can do the rest. Do you want to be out of here? Do you want to go home? Where is home?
That's a very good question. I'm just still looking. I found one that could be a potential here. But, so what you're telling me, to make sure I understand your deal clearly, you're sweetening the pot for me and my friends to go to the brewery town, is to tell me where this weapon is so I can then go get it, and then either use it myself or return it to you.
It's up to you.
That's not sweetening a pot. That's another job.
It is.
What is
That is true.
What is the true payment? You're saying to get me home, to risk 3 other individuals, 2 of which I'm sort of fond of. One, oof.
I know that feeling. How about this? How about to sweeten the pot between me and you? You get to live in comfort for the rest of your life.
That is tricksy, and you know it. Because giving me everything I want for one day and then having someone else wring my neck for you, so that you technically aren't the one who directly did it, so you followed the letter of the law and agreement, not the spirit of it, is not a deal. Let me go ahead and tell you what exactly I want if I was to take this job.
Oh?
So, 1, these are 2 separate contracts. So there's something else you have to give us for going up there to that town and figuring out what's going on and getting your people beer again. Now, preferably, as dangerous as that is, what I want from you is to send a contingent of your guard down to the mining town where something is apparently living in the caverns and killing the miners, stopping salt from flowing. Actually deal with it. Don't just send them down there and go, oh, look, we saw it. Deal with it. That is an equal trade. That is an equal trade for the risk that I and my companions are going to take by going up to whatever this other town with the brewery and the axes is. Amicable. We're taking a personal risk. You can send some of your men to take a personal risk, but also it'll benefit everyone.
You know, I like the way you think.
Yeah, it's almost as if it could also be spun into a position of power that later could be argued that you gained more territory out of goodwill as well, isn't it?
I was thinking,
The
in the
exact
back of my head, I was thinking, I need some young blood to come in here and really tell me what needs to be done. You know what? That sounds like a deal. Now, what would you like to go into the cave?
To go to the cave, I need 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, you will tell me a method for me to actually find where my home is, because I'm pretty sure, as old as you are, that you know exactly where my kind are from. You will tell me where and how to get there. That's 1. 2, if I go and get this, you must do things within your power to help sever their ties to the hags, so that they do not suffer any negative effects. I do not wish to harm them, simply for me to get home.
Keep going.
And 3, from this day forth, you have to be honest with me.
Very well.
You know exactly what I mean by honest as well before you snap those fingers.
Yes. You see a contract go forth, and it's a lot of... You've seen fake contracts before.
Hold up. What's this part right here?
Oh, okay.
Okay, and this part right here, I'm not going to be signing up for any NFT dealings.
I want...
No.
It's so hard these days.
They're a scam. No, we're not doing those. Also,
That's the reason I want you to... Never mind.
what's this part about a... Who?
Very well. You know what?
Who's this? Who is this?
Let's get your friends back in, and I shall show you I am a Fae of my word. Oh yes, that's not my my usual god. Let me.
Do I need to tell her if I get in here?
Hello?
Is that Dewey?
No, they're over there.
Hey. What sound echoing through the room over to there?
But
Now-
over there.
As he lets y'all back in, you see he goes like that, and you see Anton pass out. You're able to catch him and everything, but he's out cold, asleep. Okay. Me and your friend had a little bit of a chat.
Obviously. And I'm kind of wondering what the fuck y'all chatted about that caused our friend to get knocked out.
Oh, he just did that. Has nothing to do with the conversation.
I'm very sorry. There's a little bit more I have to do. He goes like that, and you see like a bright light in the room for a minute. And then you see sparkles go down. Okay, so we should be good. I cannot do this for very long. Magatha is... Let me just say she's not very keen on other people interfering with their business, but I know a way that can cut your bonds without you ever having to deal with Magatha ever again.
Listening.
Is this what you two talked about?
Partly. There's more.
Of course. Because of the politics of the Elden Wild, I cannot directly help you, but I can send some people, as I'm going to send some people into Valenclav, as we've discussed, to help with the salt production. Though, what do you know, Boris Sibievich?
That's
A name.
Words.
A name.
the speaker of Mildreda.
Precisely. Unbeknownst to Magatha, he is planning his own little insurrection. You see, a lot of people in the Elden Wild secretly are not very big fans of Magatha. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Why? Why aren't they a big fan of the big scary lady with chicken legs? Well, I couldn't tell you. However, I know he has something to keep her tethers at bay. Scissors. Some scissors that can cut your binds from you.
If we cut our binds, she'll immediately destroy the Elden Wild.
She won't destroy the Elden Wild. She'll probably send someone after you. But then again, she won't be able to find you in that.
You don't understand. If anyone tries, if anyone truly prevents her from allowing Mildred back through, if anything prevents Mildred from returning, Magatha will destroy the Elden Wild. She is ready to destroy everything for her grief.
Change your opinion on anything?
I'm trying to see if I care.
Even if
You
you,
know
don't
what?
care, we care. I care.
There's a lot of things in the Elden Wild that I do like. Have you been to Lake Striga?
No.
Get
Really?
to the point, please.
You yourself said we don't have a lot of time.
I have something for you. Would you like to get into Alaska without having to bank people to get in.
That's
or to
not
climb over their giant fence.
That's not the deal we were making.
Look. I'm not speaking for your two and your two strings, but I'm not cutting them. Because that puts every child in the Elden Wild at risk. I'm not willing to risk that. Megotha chose us, and if this is what needs to be done, then it's what needs to be done.
Very well. If that's how you feel about it.
That's how I feel. Speak to them.
As for you, we can keep our little conversation secret for the time being.
Be honest. If this works, you should let them know. And if you don't, I will while you have this up. And if you drop it, me telling them means that you're going to be found out, and I really wouldn't want that breathing down my damn neck.
So, if you could kill Megotha right now, it would be good.
Not if killing her meant destroying the Elden Wild.
Oh, killing her is not going to destroy the Elden.
How can you guarantee that?
Oh,
she is essentially the god of this plane.
She's no god. She's just...
She's a tyrant, if nothing else.
This is merely a prison in a sea of prisons, and as soon as the prisoner is dead, it will return back to where it once was. And that's all I really want. I just want this little area back to where it was.
Why?
I have a stake in it.
As it was or as it is?
As it was, so to speak. I don't like it cut off from everything else, you know? It doesn't bode well for it. And the people can't mingle. There's so many dead souls just sprouting around. And let me tell you about the fucking empty-headed people that have no souls. They just drone on, and it's like...
As you're doing now.
Let me cut to the chase before whatever you've done wears out. This one's a high she. When they were much younger, they got trapped here when everything fell in. What fell in and brought it here is Megotha, because she got upset and she drug everything with her when she fell. Same thing happened in Barovia.
Okay.
So, what this one wants, there's an item that can kill her. You cut the anchor, everything pops back up, is what this one is saying. And if we pop this back into the Feywild, those that are here are no longer trapped but free to go. The souls that are trapped back in cities, like the one we were in earlier, are allowed to pass on. Now, what I have been discussing with this one is they will give me the information on where to find it. Find a way to cut your ties so that you don't get killed in the process if I choose to go do this, or so she won't know. And that this one must be honest with me. Not just the letter, but the spirit of the agreement.
My problem is, if we cut our bonds and she comes hunting, we run out of time. If at least one of us stays bound to her, then if need be, one of us could lead her elsewhere while the others escape. I've already made good with her again. I will not cut my bonds.
If you do not wish to, that's fine. I am finding a way to do it. Now, if none of you wish to cut your bonds, I must renegotiate part of the contract. I don't wish for you to be stuck here.
A 7. I would do it. I will stay bounded.
Bounded or
Bounded to Magatha.
So, I have questions. What happens if Madrida becomes a hag?
What happens if she returns successfully?
If I'm going to be honest with you,
And you're bound to.
well, I would say I'm bound.
If you had other options than us, you would have already taken them. So how about you just be honest?
Here's the thing. This is a prison.
Yes.
Yes.
Magatha has tried very hard to escape this prison, and she's put a lot of stock into Mildred, or Midrid, or Midrida, whatever the fuck she's calling her. The fact of the matter is, no matter what she does, she is stuck. This is a domain of dread, and she cannot escape. I have seen these places before, and let me tell you, they're not fun. The only people that can escape are the Vistani, and well, they don't like me very much. I give them gold, and they're like, no, we have principles.
You're running off on a tangent.
I am very sorry. I am.
It's the way of the High Shi.
I understand that. I'm
Now,
not saying it needs to not be.
so I am willing to sign the contract with this one for this if it is not something that puts the rest of you in harm.
I'm just curious as to what he might think would happen if we fulfilled the contract.
Yeah, we didn't
God.
get an answer.
Mildred
What
back.
do you think
Send
will happen? Maybe you'll get free. Maybe you won't.
If Mildred returns, what does that do? Does that break, or does that bind deeper?
Completes the coven. Whatever that means to our Magatha, I don't know. Her mind is so corrupted and decayed by this prison that I cannot tell you what that means. All I can do is tell you how long I've been here in despair.
2 individuals with their strings cut have a better chance
That's,
than 2 with their strings still attached. I have nothing to go back to. You have your pack.
I mean, that you make a good point, but
Everyone I've ever loved has died. You have your pack. Go.
We're not cutting them right now.
We're not cutting them right now.
But we need to establish the plan now. This needs to be not just a contract between you and this one, but this needs to be a pact between all of us. So we have a plan, and no matter what happens, we stick to it.
I'm going to be the only one that signs this contract so that this one doesn't find a way to then bind you.
I understand that. What I'm saying is we need to decide things now.
That's
We may not have another chance to talk this way, and so we need to decide it now.
Unfortunately, for my own plans, I have to hold out to the very end. Assuming you don't try to kill Madrid.
If
I can let go of mine.
But
Look, my plan was to prevent the gateway in Pilaska from being used for Mildred to come home. If this is truly a prison, she should not come back.
That is true.
And therefore, if you can provide the means to cut the anchor that Migotha has, then that would kill both birds at the same time. What I need is enough incense, herbs, and oils to create a hallowing around the gate.
Consider it done. A very easy task for someone such as myself.
Yes, you're quite dramatic. So, you and you, if we have the chance to cut your strings, do it.
Alright.
I can play on Magotha to then give you all the time to do whatever needs doing while she's in the dark. And get the anchor cut.
Okay.
Go home and talk about Paylor all you like. Take her back with all her pretties, tell all the good stories, and you go back to those hounds you call wolves.
The doggies.
Fair enough.
Alright.
And if we have the chance at the last minute to cut my strings, then we do so. If we do not, cut the anchor and get out. Yes?
Got it.
Got it.
So brave.
I have nothing left.
So
What
no one is opposed to the contract then?
Not currently.
we need... Boris has the means
Boris
to cut
has
our
the scissors.
strings,
Boris has the scissors.
but the
He
anchor
has-
is something different that needs cutting differently.
Killing Magatha cuts the anchor.
We
got
Think of it like
including us,
this.
including it
So it's
here.
scissors and the other thing.
Yeah.
The scissors are for us, to use for us. The other item
Is to...
is for Picard.
You see, if the tether, the tie that is Magatha is destroyed, the Elden Wild goes back to its natural place. It goes back and rejoins the world it was once with. A world that was lush and great, and someplace that it was robbed of by Magatha's atrocities. Now, some people in the Elden World, they just want to take everything over and just have their little thing going and just be a little dictator, you know? A little dictator. That's not me, though. I like my little machinations, but I also like my creature composition. You know what I mean? Look at this house. It's beautiful.
Are we
And there's
still
a
in-
Velvet
are we-
Elvis.
Are we still in this white space though? Or was it just a white flash? We're still here.
There's still
just a white
glitters.
flash and a little glitters.
So,
So here's the thing. Boris Zamievich is a son of a bitch. He's a terrible person. We have had a bit of a proxy war for the past 20 years or so. He's tried to come into my meadery. I might have killed a few of his guards.
What you're saying is he might not be willing to hand over the scissors.
Oh no, definitely not. He is an asshole. He is... I don't know what's up with him. He is awful. And he smells bad, too. Like, you know, I don't usually make...
We'll
That's-
figure out a way.
can we, let's make sure we have codified fully
Okay.
what is going on here. One,
Mm-hmm.
our room and board and our food while we are here is freely
And our
given.
safety.
That is considered underneath the rules of hospitality.
Yes.
He is supposed to give those. He was trying to use that as a payment when it's what he's supposed to do by the courts. Now, in exchange for us going to Pulaska to figure out what's going on with the beer and what's going on in the city, he will send a contingent of his own guards to deal with the situation down in the salt mines so that those good people can get back to work and stop trying to rob people on the streets.
Yes.
So, now the fact that it would also put him in a beneficial position power-wise in another region is an inconsequential additive for him. So, that's the deal for us to go to Pulaska. And then for your item, you told us to get where the scissors are so that we may do it so that they can choose whether or not they want to be free. You need to tell me where the item is so that I can then go fetch it. And then our safety within your lands is guaranteed unmolested, as well as a way to get me to wherever I call home is.
Of course. And I should say,
Oh, and
I should
honesty.
clarify. Let me clarify. Your passage into Mildreda will be quick and easy. I have a few people that live there, and I do have a little bit of a circle to get you there.
So you'd want us to go deal with Mildred first?
It's up to you. It is
I'm trying to make sure that the contract is understood so that we can then sign off on it.
I am saying that what you would like to do, if you would like to go to Mildred or Pilaska first, I have a way to get you there.
Anton is under the impression that we are going through Pilaska to Madrid.
He is not going to like the fact if you like.
It should be best to follow the plan we've given him. That will also keep.
That's
both
perfectly
of them.
fine with me. That's not the argument I'm trying to make here. I'm just trying to get this agreement done in a timely manner.
As an act of good faith, can you come here real quick?
Now that you did the eyebrow waggle, I don't know.
Don't you know deals get sealed with a kiss?
That's not true at all. They're sealed by signing something in a stamp of wax.
That is true.
The other bit was just somebody that came up with a way to be
That was a
creepy.
little bit of extra.
That was someone being creepy and finding a way to write it off, but not being
And he
creepy.
goes over to your locket and he pulls it out. The range on this is pretty low. And you see the light shine from the pendant he has right there. Like, there we go. You three might want to stay close to him unless you really want McCauley knowing where you're at. Otherwise,
Let us sign this and be done, and then we will start getting to work after we sleep.
no.
Sounds good.
Is there anything, any amenities, any equipment you would like?
The herbs and scents and oils need to be ready when we go to Pilaska to seal the gate.
Of course. And you?
If you happen to find a pair of winged boots, that'd be great.
That's oddly specific.
He's a man that knows what he wants.
He has learned the benefit of wings in our company.
I will see what I can do, I guess.
If you can facilitate it, should like to have a conversation uninterrupted with Madrid. And I do, you know who I'm referring to as uninterrupted.
I can fit that in the contract.
And I think doing that would advance both our plots.
Certainly. Anyway, I need to retire for the night. You four, there are rooms for you and very nice beds, so...
And our friend Anton.
Oh, right. And he's like...
You okay?
What
Are
happened?
you okay?
Anton, you stood up too quickly when you came back in and you passed out.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I did not mean to do that.
It's alright, we
it-
don't have a lot to
it
eat.
I
happens.
pissed myself.
No.
Hey, thank goodness.
No.
It's been a very
Thank
long
the
day.
covenant.
It has been a long day of travel. We need to go to bed.
Yes, let's go to bed. Oh shoot! And y'all are ushered to beds, and we're gonna end it here. Yeah, the fucking role play at the end really fucking got me.
It's payback for the dialogue with the hag.
Oh no! Like
No, it's messing with DMs that have played Fae multiple times. Just means anytime there's a Fae contract,
Yeah.
Is it
people
paper?
start bickering back and forth, and it's like, This is like the worst used car sale ever. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. It's been a long game, been a good game. Thank you everybody for playing. Thank you DM for running it. Also, awesome that the lights seem to mostly be working.
Yeah.
We're getting better at it.
Yeah, it's looking better.
Progress.
But if you see us on YouTube or Facebook, it is Team Bonus Action. If it's on Twitter, it's
It's at bonus team bonus underscore team.
Bonus underscore team on Twitter. That's us. We will have Lost Seas or Holy Winds tomorrow. Kind of probably Lost Seas. Depends on who all shows up. Next Thursday will be Anathema, which will be my first time being behind the DM screen in the new setup. Friday will be Bloom. Which will be online and run by Nate, who is finally feeling better.
That is good. Yeah.
Is finally feeling better. And next Sunday, we will be back with this. But that time, NinjaSpence has been doing the food, so we might be half asleep. So that's what we got coming up. Also, keep an eye out on YouTube. There's going to be some more outtake videos and some of our other podcast stuff uploaded. And we are still working on a either somewhere between April and May, another charity stream that will probably be online, but information is forthcoming.
Right.
Yeah, we just got to figure it out.
So, and since Knox is not here this time,
Right.
Don't let your meat loaf.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Bye.
We love you.
Oh, sorry.